Welcome, Rejects, to another swirly episode of the Full Send Rejects. We continue our spooky special month as we discuss Friday the 13th, Silent Hill, and the Candyman. Some of us are a little drunk, some of us are a little high. Billy. But as we get into it, we will start with our pre-topic banter with birthday parties, impromptu drunken shenanigans, and apparently high shenanigans. Billy.
Stop targeting me.
And we have Liz here with us, who's knitting some merchandise for us.
It's crocheted, dude.
Billy, I'm sorry, it's crocheting.
She's crotching.
You're crocheting, okay. Liz is here.
Crocheting.
Liz here is crotch or going. I have the wheels already.
No,
crocheting.
This was gonna happen.
No, crocheting. Speaking of Rosa, we'll go into how she's a pussy with hot sauce.
First of all,
Second of all, prove my point wrong. Go ahead, take some more Reaper. We'll get to that. Don't worry.
I care about my insides.
So do I. That's why I drink light beer today.
You're drinking wine out of the bottle. Don't give me that. I care about my insides bullshit.
Go to pour a glass. Excuse me, what the fuck you think you're doing? I want the
Give
bottle.
me the bottle.
Oh, giant insult there was. And hockey is back.
Yay.
This is a terrible intro.
That'd be terrible.
This is a terrible intro. Anyway, so let's fucking send it as we are bullshitting our way through this with our pre-topic banter. Happy birthday, Cole.
Fuck yeah.
Hey, coleslaw.
Gonna be 11 tomorrow.
I remember 11.
I don't. Oh, Jinx, you owe me a shot.
Okay. Right now?
We just God damn it.
Well, I'm not gonna say she owes me a
Wait.
Coke. No. There's dangerous stuff down here.
Oh, I should have left the Vlad.
No, do not leave the Vlad down here. Last time I Vlad, I was almost in prison. As a youth. Not far away from being 11.
Yeah, we'll lock the door. You'll be flattened up. You won't figure it out. It's fine.
One of those things was me almost breaking into someone's house on Vlad.
Yeah, you'd be trying to break out of your own, and that's kind of
Actually-
illegal.
No, allegedly, I won't say allegedly. I'm pretty sure the statute of limitations went out.
Allegedly.
Allegedly, on Vlad as a
yes.
minor, I did break into an abandoned building in Frackville and go on top of the roof and start taking shots.
Wow. Where were your parents?
Well, one was oh no, he wasn't deceased yet. Virginia.
Jesus Christ, this took a turn.
Hold on, actually. Oh no, deceased. Yeah, one was deceased, and one actually knew I was going to do this sort of stuff.
Oh.
I'm dead serious. I was leaving the house that day with a bag, like a backpack, full of beer. And Mama looked at me. She's like, "Where are you going with that?" I'm like, "Oh, I'm going to get fucked up." She's like, "Oh, okay."
Huh.
On this week's episode of Full Sin Rejects, bad parenting.
Hey, that's not.
Do you have disposable chocolates? No. This
Hey, I had a
week's
good time.
episode of We should talk to you about the dangers of alcohol.
What shot glasses? Like,
Just get new ones. Oh, okay.
Good
Yeah.
new one.
Worst case, our water bill goes up 10 cents. Ooh,
Oh no.
I give a dime about this.
Well, the mortgage is 10 cents short.
God damn it! Thanks, Obama.
And it now goes up like another $500.
Actually, we do have to pay a difference in our mortgage or they're going to raise it. I
Yeah,
love school
Because they messed up math on their end.
Yep.
So when they pay the escrow and they give you like the quote for the mortgage. Do you want a shot glass? Wow, we are far.
This is not going great. No, thank you.
For a great segue into our impromptu drunken stupor that is today, thanks to Cole's birthday.
Cole's birthday was really fun.
It was.
I was very much not okay in the beginning, but it turned out
Thank you.
okay.
I wasn't as panicked as I
Speaking of my
usually
father.
am.
There's a ghost on here.
Jesus Christ.
Fuck you, Karen.
So, yeah.
I figured you'd have
Jinx, shots on. You owe me a
I said
shot
no.
and Williams
Okay.
cider.
Oh.
You know what?
There
Anthony,
you go, Liz.
since I wasn't feeling good this week, Anthony made me a whole batch of Buelo.
We're doing much pre-topics here.
Oh yeah.
Mm-mm.
No,
And he said no.
it's
He'll just sip.
spiced.
No, he'll sip. He's not mixing.
Wow. You know what? Good choice. Bill, you're a smarter man than me.
I am drinking Vlad. I wanted her today.
And this is how this episode will go from an episode to a therapy session.
Did you hear the way he cracked his back? He's already hurting.
To Cole's birthday.
All
I don't know if you do
right.
shots to a minor's birthday,
All
but
right. To drinking on the roof at
Seems
a young age.
apropos.
oh, that's good. You know, I don't know where my beer's at. Oh, there
It's
it
like
is.
a less settle boilo without spices.
Yeah, Bailo's better.
Do you hate him?
No, at the moment, thank you.
Yeah, Cole's birthday. I think it was a hit.
Country Junction is a really fun place to go. It's my happy place.
Yeah, it's on a happy place for my credit cards.
CJ bought me one beer, and that was enough. Like, if it's an $8 beer, I'm gonna sip that shit, not chug it like some fucking savages in this room.
Who would do such a thing?
You, where's my husband?
What?
At the beer tent again. Yeah.
Well, there was wine tasting too. I was
Do
classy.
you realize that
He
there was
got
a
a
point in
whole
time
glass.
where I went to go look for you, and instead of looking, they just went to go. And Glenn's like, "I'll go look." Comes back and he goes, "Guess where he was?" I said, "The beer tent." He goes, "In the vicinity."
He was looking at Christmas trees.
So he was wine tasting. Is that what that bar is? I said, "Yes." I said, "Yeah."
Well,
He
somebody
goes-
should have told me.
He's like,
See,
"You want me to grab him?" I said, "No," because he'll probably bring me back a present.
which I did.
Once we got through the store, we went outside and we're like, "Oh, we're going to sit in the car with the heat." It
Probably a smart
was
move.
cold.
Yep. But it was decent beer.
That one beer tastes straight like hops.
It's straight
The apple was pretty nice.
Was it an IPA? Because
Yeah.
makes sense.
because that pumpkin
was like a
one wasn't the
6.8%
greatest
IPA.
pumpkin.
No, I've had much better. Lion's Head pumpkin is better than that pumpkin.
Yeah. You could tell it was home brewed. Like you could tell like they were very small.
Yeah. I don't know. I won't put them on blast, but
No.
No, their apple one's pretty good.
And it was decent price for the size of the beer it was and the strength.
I have friends that make really good beer, so it's like I don't want to be a beer snob, but the beer is so much better.
Yeah, there's beers over here. No, not better than this other beer.
As he drinks blood.
Yeah, it tells by your impeccable taste
Oh,
buds.
I love
Days I want
decent beer.
to hurt. I drink flat.
He's, yes, I'm gonna be a snob when it comes to beer, but I'm gonna drink bottom shelf vodka and hurt myself.
Yeah, so Vlad the inhaler.
He's sweating tonight. Sorry, Liz.
Not again.
Did you realize that he went full dino today?
Oh,
Billy.
Oh yeah, Kodak's seen it a bunch of times.
Yeah, but you went full dino.
Yeah.
You went in rare form. You look like that picture that you guys have on your wall. Little T-Rex with the arms.
That's just a
T-Rex.
portrait.
It's just a place.
The other dinosaur picture we have, though.
oh.
I was gonna say it's a very accurate self-portrait of Billy.
That's why I got him. Which one fell in the lava? Know what the birthday hat?
Yeah.
Yes.
What was the other one? Oh yeah, the T-Rex doing a little heart.
Mm-hmm.
We are fucking terrible at this podcast thing.
Is what pre-topic banter,
It's
all right?
pre-topic banter.
Literally, our next one is impromptu drunken.
Oh yeah, no, we hit that one already.
Yeah, we've been talking about that. This is
Huh.
for you, Rose Cantu hot sauce.
No, you can't.
End of topic. Hockey is back, baby.
No. We should give some time to
We're not,
topic.
we're
We
not
should do-
skim milking over that fucking
No,
hot sauce
no.
comment.
Let's just go over what happened recently, all right? You're like, what's our hottest hot sauce to like and have some to clear this throat so we can do this episode. I know. I'm not saying I'm not discrediting that. I'm just saying you asked me. I'm like, here we have a scorpion-based hot sauce.
You didn't tell me there's a fucking Grim Reaper on it.
To be fair, it was a grim scorpion.
Okay, first of all, it was called Death Stalker.
Me and Liz had some, and we thought it was great. Yeah.
Listen, we all hurt from our parents in different ways, okay? And my weakness is hot sauce. It's not good.
That's why I'm drinking Vlad.
I can swallow a spoonful of salt because I'm used to it, but I'm not. Ooh. I got PTSD.
And then we'll try that hand grenade hot sauce.
Oh no!
And you're still dancing around.
Oh no!
And then Cole, the one who's turned a little bit smaller, had it and just like, oh.
Okay,
Yes, I didn't do
his
that.
little finger dab, his little Rapunzel prick.
I don't care. It's still,
not
it's still
Rapunzel.
better than what you did.
Ugh, Sleeping Beauty little. All right, I scooped a hole and ass nail in there.
Well, no one told you to go that
Me
hard.
thinking it was gonna be like a mango habanero.
Why would you think I'm going to
it
get some
looks-
weak ass hot sauce?
It looks like a mango habanero because it was orange.
Habaneros are orange.
To be fair, the main ingredient is American raised habaneros. However,
I didn't think as soon as it was gonna hit my tongue, 1,000 little fucking jalapeno needles were gonna go stab.
first of all, they're
me.
habanero needles, all right?
Okay, whatever. How many fucking 15,000 peppers are in there? We're all doing the fucking.
There's one pepper.
the mad fucking Mexican
A lot of
hat
them.
dance.
Yeah, it's 86% hot pepper. It
Yeah,
says
it
it
was.
on the handle. Again, I thought it was great.
First of
I
all,
thought it was.
Yeah, she's running
Very
around
good.
like fucking Pepe Le Pew around the goddamn kitchen.
okay. I can't do hot sauce.
Oh
I
my
can't do like that.
Well, this one problem is she's from South Florida. They're built different.
Yeah, South Florida.
Apparently, so is Pennsylvania.
You can't take hot sauce either. Just because it goes down your throat hole doesn't mean it comes out the other end. Just
That's
fast.
not what we're basing
Yeah,
this
it
off
could
of
be.
right now. We're talking about who can have hot sauce.
You see,
deal with
how
it.
long ago did I take that? About an hour ago.
Yeah. Should probably turn off ESPN.
I'm not in the bathroom.
This is the Penguins. Oh, Air Force. They won.
Good for them.
I'm not in the back. Yeah, they're actually. I think they're bowl eligible now.
Aw.
They're one of the last remain
They got
undefeated
off their
teams.
chairs.
They're American goddamn heroes.
Thank you.
Every
Speedy Gonzalez, that's the ones.
Speedy Gonzalez.
You did Pepe Le
He
Pew
said,
before.
I'm not a skunk. Yeah, I'm not a skunk. Speedy Gonzalez. Or the road. Mimi.
I should have went with the Roadrunner because I remembered that one.
Mimi. I'm going to randomly do.
Ever since she has hot sauce pound.
Great, this is a new swirly.
By the way, I grew up with like spicy food anyway, so
My dad grew peppers in the yard, and I wouldn't dare to eat them. Why? Because
Because you're real protective of the pepper.
I was protecting my insides for when I was older, and I could deal with my daddy issues.
I can also drink alcohol.
Okay, I
And my-
had 3 ulcers in my esophagus, so I'm not trying to get fucked up with some hot food.
You're drinking
I've
a
left my
bottle
throat
of wine.
before.
Yeah, that's fucking up my liver, not my esophagus.
You know how you... Okay.
I have electrolytes for that. You can't drink electrolytes that fix your throat.
Do you want to tell her where the esophagus is, or...
I believe it's somewhere over the radial bone in your arm.
Breezy.
Thanks, Breezy.
Wow. We're gonna have to edit a minute.
This might just go out as is.
Oh no!
There's no help with this episode. It's already derailed.
All right, so can
It's-
we get back to the topic at hand?
Yeah, you can't do hot sauce.
No.
That's
Hockey
topic at hand right now.
baby.
No. That's the next
Fire
topic.
Canada.
That's a different sport. Different athletic event.
Fire Canada.
Yes, we all like Pittsburgh, but that's different sport.
So you can't go like Canada and someone's like, I like hockey. Let's listen to this. Fire Canada. I'm from Ottawa. Fuck this.
Fire Canada is what they were chanting at the hockey game, sir.
No, but we have.
I
a
thought they were.
Canadian
I thought they
fan.
were.
He
I thought
said
they were
we have to
chanting,
do-
"Rose can't do hot sauce."
I did hear that.
Yeah.
I think it's a lightning game too.
You're too far to hit me. Oh,
She's gonna launch a laptop at you.
Yes.
Yeah, but hockey's back. We have hockey now.
You know what? I'm never going to need help with my math again.
Ah, okay. That you're saying is an insult to me. Like, okay, I have less to do with my life now. Okay. Ooh.
oh no, math.
Oh.
He doesn't get to do math. Whatever,
Oh.
Shelly knew.
What's actually terrible is her last subject. I had a lot of fun with. It was crafts.
Yeah, he enjoyed it thoroughly.
I was bribed.
From top to bottom. You
I heard.
enjoyed it. Anyways. No, but the Penguins game was it was absolutely hilarious when we saw that
Fire.
they were just chanting "Fire Canada."
Listen, Pittsburgh stays together through every fucking sport, okay?
No, I will say that is a very loyal city.
Yes.
Yeah.
The fact it wasn't just a whole section. It was the whole entire freaking arena.
Oh yeah.
Speaking of, hockey's looking to expand them again.
Oh fuck, where are they going now?
I have no idea. I think there was a look at Charlotte and some other plays. I know the NBA is trying to expand too.
We have too many.
We'll see. NHL, there are 32 teams, right?
Yes.
Thanks
yes.
to Vegas and
Seattle.
The NBA is at 30 teams, so they can use 2 more. I think they're looking at Pittsburgh and somewhere else. And no, fuck. Where'd that one team come from? The Supersonics? Seattle?
Yes.
Yeah.
I remember basketball from the late 90s.
And also MLB is in talks with again their team too.
At this point, I might dump the Yankees and just go for the expansion team.
See if
Fuck
they
it.
do, they should go 1-2 places. Keep one in Oakland.
I mean,
They deserve it.
New
Or
Jersey doesn't deserve it, but they don't have any
Can I
teams.
just say something?
there we go.
Devils.
As a person who isn't as into sports as my surroundings,
Okay.
okay,
Noob.
She's being us all in fantasy football, okay? So
Yeah. dude.
anyway,
Oh, hey Billy, how many football teams do you manage?
I manage one and it's not doing great.
Oh, now it's only one. Okay.
No, I've left her on her own for the past couple weeks.
yes.
Oh, only the last couple weeks.
collusion.
No,
The first one to get her.
I'm
used
taking
to
my
it.
win back from week 1. I
okay.
can do that. I have the power.
She only has like 4 quarterbacks.
3.
What's a quarterback?
I have 3.
Anyway, it's not
What's a
back
nickelback?
to what I don't understand about sports team is
Everything.
no.
What's
Why
in Atlanta?
No. Why doesn't every state just get a team for every sport and it just be the state?
What the fuck is like Wyoming's team
Yeah,
gonna
how-
be?
Where's
So-
Cheyenne?
We're the Yellowstone.
Because they don't have money
Mississippi
for that.
Mudruckers.
They're gonna be the Yellowstone geysers.
They don't have money for that.
That's
Plus, they're
too
all
much.
scheduled everywhere. 32 teams is perfect. You have 2 conferences, 4 teams to a division in each conference. It
16,
works out.
16.
See,
Yeah.
this is the math that I don't understand about sports.
What's so hard about 16 plus 16?
Equaling
Girl math.
32.
You take 32, divide by 2. Come on, math major over here.
Girl
You can do
math.
it.
Samojo, you say
Listen,
you're
I
33
failed
and
my math
1/3
classes.
chance.
Thanks.
No, you seen it. Girl,
Why doesn't Alaska have a team? I don't know. They're fucking 1,000 yards or 1,000 miles away.
There's like 12 people.
So,
No,
yeah.
that's more than that.
so Liz, if you have $100 in your bank account and you have $50 of cash in your wallet, if you spend that $50 of cash, is that separate money than what's in your bank account?
Cash is
Yeah, literally, that is.
Yeah, she told me today or yesterday cash isn't real money, but yes, I do that girl math.
So your bank account still has money in it, so you really don't touch it because you're spending the.
Yeah, no,
spending
I
the
know
money.
I still have that money.
Yeah.
This money's not there. It doesn't reflect on I see it every day.
Yeah.
So you go by girl math too?
Well, I mean, you literally just said, is this different from what's in the bank account? What's not in the bank account? So, yeah, I agree.
But if you took money out of your bank account to have cash, as long as you see a positive number and you have enough that's going to pull out from everything else, this extra money over here is play money and it doesn't count.
Yeah, that's what I got Pokemon cards with.
And
Correct,
you-
that's why I do not.
Oh,
pay
so
cash.
you paid cash for the card that came in the mail today.
No, that was
Mhm.
I sent them a cashier's check via passenger pigeon.
Oh, passenger pigeon.
That's what happened with that one,
Sir,
ma'am.
remember before our nuptials? You used to say
What's in a nuptial?
before our nuptials.
Okay,
But-
it's not answering my question. What's in a nuptial? Before our nuptials, what are they before them?
Our marriage.
Oh, why didn't you just say that? That's easy.
Okay.
It's less syllables too.
I thought you were being a dick.
No, I didn't know.
I'm married a retard.
Told you. Oh, I told you.
So before we did that, remember how you say,
oh,
"Hey,
good
baby."
prenups. That means pre. Oh, I get it now. Light bulb.
Light the bulb.
And now I realize I should have made you sign one.
Wow.
He paid for money.
It gives you that.
Remember I used to ask, like, hey, babe, are we good? Can I buy some Pokemon cards?
That was when I was in college.
Oh,
Now he's a grown adult who graduated.
Yeah.
now
and
he has
stuff.
big boy money.
Yeah.
I have adult money now.
He works at Redacted.
Hey, look at this wine I got you today. Oh, yeah. You should drink some more of that. Here you go, babe. Let me help you. There you go. There you go. Drink up. Atta girl. Who is that good girl?
Right. I already need a cigarette for this.
Did you just pet me like Roscoe?
No, it was me pet like Roscoe. Who is a good boy?
I would
Who is
prefer
a good
that.
boy?
You gave me a half of Roscoe pet.
Who is a good girl?
You gave me one of those
Calm down.
Alina packs, like, shut up
Calm
and
down.
leave me alone. You want a cheese puff?
Oh,
This is the exact reason why we're not a video podcast.
Because we can't be together in the room.
we're the three best,
So
four best friends that anyone could have.
It's so easy to say free, right?
I what happened was I didn't count myself.
That's right. He right.
So what's today?
Saturday the 14th.
See,
Oh fuck! Well, that was a terrible attempt at that.
you knew it was Saturday. How's it gonna be Friday the 13th?
I was off most of this week because I was like dying. Okay, my days are fucked up.
He's a day late and $1 short.
Womp.
Oh, your
Womp.
thing's gonna die. You
I've had
better
it plugged
charge
in
it.
this whole time.
You better charge it.
Oh,
You're a Pokemon?
hold on.
I know a coughing once.
Yeah, I'm coughing too. Okay. Anthony's gonna shake his head tomorrow. He's
Is
gonna
there a hyena Pokemon? Because there should be.
I don't think so. There's a mongoose Pokemon.
now that you said hyena.
No, meerkat.
Pokemon,
There's a meerkat
there's gonna
Pokemon.
be a new hyena Pokemon.
There's
I
also
would
a
be so happy.
mongoose. Isn't Zingoose?
Oh yeah, Zagoon and Linoon. Yeah. Mm.
Pokemon.
Gotta catch 'em all.
Yeah, good luck. There's like 8,000 of them.
There's only 800 and oh wait, no, we're close to 1,000.
Yeah, 800 is rounding up to 1,000.
So it's 501.
There is a hyena Pokemon.
All right, well, that's fine.
No, there isn't. Is that based off a hyena? Okay, that's not even a Pokemon, but first of all. Oh, Mighty Anna. You ever thought that'd be like a...
I thought that was a dog or like
Yeah.
a wolf.
Well, hyenas are dogs.
Mighty Ended noun makes fucking sense now.
Oh, I see now.
One of these things just doesn't belong
Mighty Anna, hyena. Huh.
Yeah. Oh. That's been a rough couple of years.
here. Oh, we do apologize in advance for the
I don't.
viewers that actually listen to this episode.
I don't give a shit today. Uchiana shares some summers with both wolves and hyenas.
Another.
Oh, wait, hold on. However, its small size, typically tenacious nature, and affinity for biting resembles Tasmanian devils.
So it might be a Tasmanian devil, even though the
It's
name
kinda
does
like a-
not point
Yeah.
any direction towards that.
Let's see.
Mighty
Mighty
Anna.
Anna. Let's go down here. Let's
Its
see.
fur
here.
is mostly short and gray, but there's a shaggy black fur on its lower legs and tail, and two thick strips. This starts.
From the official Pokemon Wikipedia thing, the Mighty Anna's design appears to be based on a hyena, possibly a brown hyena. Why is it black then? Whatever. And also, that's not racist. That's a visual observation.
Are we sure it's not Mighty Ena? Because like,
Mighty Anna? I don't know.
'cause
Oh, well-
if it's a hyena, like it totally makes sense now.
Well, down here it says it's a combination of mighty and hyena.
What about Puccina?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like Hina.
Mighty, whatever it is, also shares some similarities with wolves. The design may have been influenced by domestic breeds such as German Shepherds and the Australian Kelpie.
They're cute
Kelpie?
dogs.
I don't know what it is.
Kelpie.
A breed. Thank you. A breed with personalities that are heavily influenced by their owners. German Shepherds are commonly colored black and gray. That's not true. Police like them. They don't hate them. Read.
It's right here. They are similar to hyenas and canines or wolf-like Pokemon. Hence the name Hina in the last part of their.
Yeah, it totally made sense when I thought about it.
Yeah, a lot of Pokemon names are just little puns based on real things.
Also, you guys, 20 minutes ago, we don't have any pre-topic bands.
How far are we in? Like a half hour at least?
Oh, Poochyena has a lowest base attitude of all dark type Pokemon. What a pussy.
Fuck yeah, it's like in the first part.
So is Zigzagoon, and it's not a weak bastard.
Zigzagoon's a bitch.
And first of all, that headbutt can fuck some shit up early game. Stab boost? Come on now. 60 base power?
Oh, god damn it, we're nerds.
Yeah. I can do the whole math on that right now.
Please don't.
Okay. So anyway, here's Wonderball.
I said, baby.
Rose is over there fucking reading the wine bottle.
It says to pair with cream
Meanwhile,
cheese.
I'm waiting for her to read this Friday the 13th thing.
Oh, wow. Oh, you're waiting?
For 20 minutes, we had no pre-topic banter. I'm just filling in for you.
Yeah, we're just going.
You guys are a load of shit when you're
No, I
editing
emptied
this.
that out. I'm not editing it.
Oh, so when you go back and listen to it, you can hear me try to segue into my.
She did do that.
I did. I know. I ignored it.
That's part of the problem.
Yeah.
Huh.
You are part of the problem.
Am I the problem? Well, I'll just drink this and figure it out later.
Yes, Taylor, you're the problem.
Okay.
It's me. Hi.
I'm just feeling 22.
You wish.
I do wish.
You feel like more like 42.
God damn it, I'm never betting on Travis Kelce again.
He did me good.
Oh, that's good for you.
20-some points.
I haven't won shit.
So the cha-cha slide.
Cha-cha now, y'all.
Move it up now.
I want processed meat.
You want some processed meats? I'll be processed some meat.
Ooh.
What? Did you ever sex like a Lunchable?
You messed up her order. How'd that go again?
That was the cha-cha slide.
I just snorted. Anywho. Since we're a day late and $1 short.
We're serious now.
Yeah, we're in the main topics.
Okay.
Damn hyenas.
Okay. So let me
Zigzagoons.
let me regroup myself.
Warples.
Like Liz has to sit down because if she does
Carp.
Well,
The attack of the mighty meat. Oh, processed meat is the enemy of the
just
Jew.
slapped you in the face with processed meat. I didn't subscribe to this.
It's a mortal weakness to the Jew. The deli line.
you draw the line at the fucking deli.
What do you mean?
I
pick a
understand
number?
this reference.
Oh. I do apologize if I cough or sniffle a lot. Okay, let me attempt this.
Take 3.
This is gonna sound
To the
so
carp.
retarded. My third.
I've been waiting for like 10 minutes now. Come on now.
Stop making comments.
We're running out of band.
Okay, I'll stop making comments.
We're running.
I'm looking at the PS5, not you.
Why? Because it's gigantic and you can't miss it.
Stop talking about me. Anyways,
Is she the PS5?
I do like to press her buttons.
I'm not
Yes.
giving you the satisfaction of laughing at that one.
Press X for smash.
did you see?
Yes.
Hold on. Can I please start?
He said he was going to laugh. I'd make him laugh.
You sure did?
Okay, we're good. Thanks.
X does mark the spot. We're never gonna get through this.
I'm just trying to explore a dungeon.
I don't think I've ever been to your basement. Do you have a basement?
Yes, we do. There's a lot of creepy stuff down there
There's
from
a
the previous
cave down
owner.
there
Oh, so okay, dungeon. Got it.
Yeah.
with weird Selena Gomez pictures in there.
From the previous owner. Pulling that out there.
He seemed to like young Spanish girls.
Yeah.
We found out after we moved into the house he was on a list.
Well, like when you guys moved in here, Selena Gomez was what, like 17?
No, that's like a couple of years ago. She's
I don't
Me
know
and
how
Selena Gomez were the same age.
Really?
Yeah, we're all old.
I don't know. I perpetually feel like Selena Gomez is like fucking 17.
Wizard of Waverly Place did that to us.
Fuck that show. I didn't have Disney Channel. Y'all rich motherfuckers.
It was on basic television. I never got to watch it. I had to hear it. I was too busy standing in the corner.
I watched it through the porn blares.
Season 14 of The Simpsons. Episode 34. When Bart and Lisa get older. It was then after they realized they were brother and sister.
Oh.
No.
I don't like
Oh.
Okay, now you may continue with your topic. Fucking Christ.
Anyways,
Goddamn Southerners and their incest.
you don't. Oh,
Damn it, where's that?
because you didn't hit me with some dark humor the first day we started talking.
I have dark humor all the time.
Oh, what I do when it's bad.
What?
He's like, what?
There's
Anyway.
discussion for later.
The Friday the 13th film series was not directly inspired by the real life events. I was very disappointed. I'm going to say this now. Going into this, I really thought this was going to be inspired by some person who
I'm
Just like-
Really like hockey.
I'm so sad there's not a 7-foot monster.
Well, no.
I'm terribly burdened that there wasn't some asshole with a machete just killing teenagers at a lake.
Yes. Teenagers are assholes. No, I'm kidding.
After he drowned, of course.
What do you like,
However-
man?
However, there are some elements in the series that may have drawn some inspiration from various culture and historical sources. There are a few elements in this influences that are often cited in connection with the Friday the 13th films.
Now, is there like a day or anything like that that has influence on Friday the 13th?
Yeah, Friday. The
Oh, I thought it was
13th.
Thanksgiving. Huh.
Okay.
I guess I was misruled.
It was President's Day. Fuck.
That was Arbor Day.
So, urban legends
Labor Day, you son of a bitch.
and campfire tales. The film was inspired by these things. You have your campfires, you have your isolated locations, your summer camp theme. These are common settings for a horror film.
So let's sit around a campfire and sing a campfire song.
Molestation.
ACAMPFRSONG song. We can sing it faster, but it'll help if you just sing along. Bum, bum, bum.
SpongeBob is the killer.
He's a Ashland and slasher.
I just
Glad you said it because I was thinking it.
Squidward.
there,
Good. What's that face?
There's still hot sauce.
Prove the point that we had later.
It burnt my lip.
Oh, I'm sorry. Cole only had what, a little bit on his finger, and he was okay. Huh? Funny how this is being twisted around now.
I'm not saying a fucking word.
You just said about 5 fucking words right there, sir.
You know what? Go put some hot sauce. Put a like chapstick on your lips, okay, Kylie Jenner, because that's what your lips are gonna look like. They're gonna swell up and be fat.
Isn't a very common thing that my inside of my body is destroyed because I do a lot of hot sauce.
I'm telling you to put it on your lip.
You know, there's a video on YouTube of me snorting hot sauce.
You're fucking retarded.
Yeah, I was.
There's also a video of you chugging a whole fifth of fucking alcohol.
Yeah.
Why? Because you're fucking retarded.
We're over pre-topic stuff. Can you get back to the episode at hand, please?
You're also really bad at peer pressure.
Oh, yeah. I have some problems. Hello, trauma, my old friend.
Anyways,
What's up, Vlad?
so this
Oh, I will spit.
the success of previous early films that were filmed before Friday the 13th, like Halloween, Psycho, these are most likely the influences that gave Friday the 13th and its sequels the kind of slasher film genre. There's so much popular things going on. They're like, you know what? Let's just jump on this bandwagon. These films happened between 1970 all the way into the early 80s.
They made these after the 80s.
That's what I'm saying.
Jason Goes to New York. Classic film.
I'm talking about like the whole Halloween scary movie slasher film genre was popular the most between the 70s and throughout the 80s.
Yeah, don't fuck with Friday the 13th after 8. Jason Takes Manhattan. Just finish it there.
Hey, Jason X.
Freddy
come
versus
on.
Jason just needs to die in a vault somewhere.
No, have you seen Jason 9? He just overtakes people.
Oh yeah, it's just ridiculous.
I love it.
This film exploits the common fear of remote rural locations that are in isolation. Anything in just like some isolated anything in the middle of nowhere.
My dream.
Put you in a cornfield in the middle of the night, you're gonna hear.
I lived in the middle of the woods.
You're gonna
It
think
was
of
fucking
Jeepers
dope.
Creepers. No, you hear something creak in the woods, and you know that's not supposed to be there.
No, I heard.
Oh no, it's a
Coyote.
frog.
Slender Man comes out.
My
Oh my-
neighbor was on meth and very tall.
Jesus Christ. It's Jason Horn.
We did call him Voorhees, ironically.
The idea of being in the wilderness and far away adds to the suspense and the tension of these films, which why you will never find me alone in the woods somewhere.
Yep.
I love Alone in the Woods.
Well, again, different traumas.
So, Billy's going to smoke.
No, Billy. Just keep going. I'll be right back. Not going to smoke.
Oh, he has like a tinkle.
I do. I got like.
Go uncomfortable. This is the worst episode to date. I am sorry for all the viewers.
You know how many Drogopoly episodes we have? No.
They are more popular episodes.
Okay, awesome. Maybe we're doing something wrong here. However, the films often involve theme-related that explore the consequences of transgression behavior and immortality. You can't see these people die. They never die. Freddy never dies. Jason never dies. Michael never dies. None of them never die, which is also common in all these horror films within this era.
Wasn't the premise of Freddy vs. Jason is Jason died? That was like in the first 10 seconds of the movie. Remember, he died, went to hell, and Freddy brought him back.
Yeah, and then they fought, and then he chopped off Freddy's head.
Yeah, but you
And
said
then
they never
see
died.
Freddy wink. They never died. He came back.
No, but I'm saying in the beginning of the movie, he was dead. That was the whole premise of Freddy vs. Jason.
Hence, something evil brought him back.
Yeah, but
Something
he
evil
died.
always brings them back.
Okay, well, there's a little.
And there was movies after that, which means Jason is no longer. And then there's also Freddy movies after that. They never die. They're the bad guys.
They died, but they come back. There's an asterisk.
How many times did freaking Chucky die? He was melted down.
You know who never
Hold
came
up.
back? The T-1000 from Terminator 2. Yeah.
Anyways, in the early in the,
Weren't ready for that.
in the early 80s.
I'll be back.
There was a significant level of concern and moral panic about the content in horror films to potentially affect younger audiences. This is where the video games and horror movies made them do it. This is where it started.
GTA made me do Columbine.
It fluid the popularity of this genre. It kind of like said, "Oh, my kid's this way because he watched a horror film."
It's kind of like the last
no.
season of Stranger Things.
Yeah.
What do you mean same time posse?
ICP, you bastards. ICP did 9/11.
While Friday the 13th was not directly based on any specific real life event, it reflects the influence and concern of its time. It contributes to the evolution of the horror film genre in the early 80s. The success of the franchise has made it notable part of pop culture. It's one of those movies to where you either love or hate. You're either Team Jason or you're Team Michael.
This isn't Twilight.
Younger me was Team Michael, and then as I grew, it went Jason.
I
Team Michael.
Switzerland.
Like, I don't hate either one of them. This isn't politics.
I feel like both of them was like, holy crap, the first one was really good. I can't wait for the second one. But after
the second ones of
fifth,
any one of them, no, 3 is my favorite fucking Jason of all time.
they're all
The
good.
3D.
Oh, but they get stupid after a while.
Oh yeah, but Jason, like Halloween after 3, like I just stopped.
I think Rob
Giving a
Zombie
shit.
should just make all the Jason films all over again.
He never did the Jason movies.
He did Michael Myers.
That's what I'm saying. I'm saying he should do all the Jason films.
Oh
all
no,
over
see,
again.
I'm happy with where Jason is. Like, yeah, after a while it got dumb, as it does.
Yeah.
There's too goddamn many of them. You lost ideas. That's fine. It happens.
I respect John Carpenter's version of Michael Myers, but I feel like when Rob Zombie recreated it, it kind of like gave it a more modern, but a more
I really enjoyed Rob Zombie's Halloween.
Yes.
We'll say it.
yes, it was really good.
I like the deeper dive into his.
Like his childhood
Younger
and past
days.
and whatnot.
Which
Or they're killing animals and shit.
we'll learn more about next week.
Hooray, spoiler alert.
Okay. So this led me to some questions, which I did some research on. Does Camp Crystal Lake really exist? Most of the film's filming took place in Cunningham County, New Jersey.
Go figure.
Been there.
Camp Crystal Lake is a fictional location. The original location for the filming for Friday the 13th took place at a camp in Hardwick. The camp was called Nobi Bope Soak. So it was actually a real campsite, but New Jersey.
Yeah, no, I've been to the lake, but obviously it's not Crystal Lake.
But that's where
That's where it was
Crystal
filmed.
Lake was filmed.
Yeah.
Oh, here, I thought so. There's Crystal Lake camps in Pennsylvania.
Yeah, it's everywhere.
Yeah, there's a Crystal Lake camps everywhere, but they're horror. They're like a Halloween based type thing. Like you see like the
Oh, not even anymore. Now there's just Crystal Lakes. Like, fuck you.
yeah. So
That's
are
bullshit.
any of these murders based off of Friday the 13th? No. The creators of Friday the 13th deny taking any inspiration from any real life events. However, the Finland massacre.
Ooh, massacre.
Finland.
Yes, in Finland, there's a Finland massacre. It was an eerie resemblance to the franchise movies. The Lake Bodom murders is one of the most infamous unsolved homicide cases in Finnish criminal history ever. To this day, no one caught this person.
I feel a lot of crime doesn't happen in Finland.
No. So
No, it's one of the more calm places.
So on
Weird thing, the Vikings.
the 5th of June in 1960, at the Bodom Lake, 3 teens were killed by stabbing and blunt force trauma to their heads while sleeping inside a tent. The 4th victim. No.
What?
The 4th victim was found outside the tent with broken facial bones and stab wounds. There was no 5th victim.
Huh. I see a note here, though, that a 5th was molested by a North Vietnam.
No.
I'm reading along and just got to it.
No.
Your laugh gave it away. She
I
paused. You
I know.
bastard.
I remembered last week, and I'm like, he's gonna put something in there, and I saw the word molested again, and this time it registered. So, despite of the investigation, that their perpetrator was never identified. Many theories of the killer's identity has been presented over the years. However, the victim number 4, which I read into, I can't pronounce his name
Damn
because
Swedes.
they got some weird ass names. So victim number 4 was unexpectedly arrested on suspicion of committing all these murders in 2004, but was then found not guilty the following year. So, is there a real life Jason out there chopping up campers, or is it Chainsaw Cole? Ha ha ha! If anybody who doesn't know the story of Chainsaw Cole, I'll have to tell it one day. Cole's an amazing storyteller when it comes to campfires. I'm just telling you.
Yeah, just one random night, he just went off of this insane story. Like he's just going through taking out people with chainsaws and whatnot. It was insane.
It was my first English paper was off of Chainsaw Cole.
Yeah.
So who knows? I hope I didn't disappoint any of the Reject Nation because, like I said before, I was really hoping that this machete swinging psycho was inspired by something more sinister.
I'm so sad there wasn't a 7-foot monster killing people.
So sad by this.
But no, like at least it could be justified that they based it off of
Oh, yeah,
somebody.
justify this.
But
Hey, instead of having imagination, can we just find actual serial killers and just exploit murder and
you
just
realize we have a whole ass podcast based off people who do terrible things.
That's literally what we've been doing for the past 2 weeks.
yeah, but we're not making anything financial off of this. They are.
I just like when I picked a random person to do it on, I thought it was going to come off like some like psycho who had mommy issues. I mean, at this point, I'm surprised Anthony isn't chopping people up. Don't go to sleep tonight.
I volunteer as tribute.
We all have mommy issues. Here.
Hi.
And this is why we drink. Anyways.
Oh.
Let's go. Let's swing back into a time where it's somewhere close to home.
Oh, is that my lead in?
Oh, I segued
Apparently.
way deep inside your trail.
You segued my trail?
Yeah.
Okay.
I graffitied the shit out of it.
What is your
I got nothing. I'm silent on this one.
Okay, you realize how fucked up he is right now.
like Silent Hill?
He would.
Oh. Welcome to Silent Hill. I'm not even gonna lie and say this movie was enjoyed.
That's what she said.
Yeah, I am blind. I'm at 150, dog.
Someone's like 12.
You are at 100. This thing.
Oh.
Oh, so you're.
But so yours is like when we get down to mine, you'll see a difference between like
No,
your
I
size
want to
and
get
mine.
on your level. Whoa. You said 150?
Yeah, dog.
That hurts my eyes.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, let's make fun of Billy for being blind.
Okay. You can't see.
Neither can you, dick.
Oh. Well, let me close my blind eye. You can't see.
You realize there's, out of all 4 of us sitting here, there's 16 pairs of eyes.
Jesus Christ.
I'm missing part of mine, so is that coming to that equation?
15.
That's like 15 and a half.
15 and a half.
Yeah.
15 and
15 and like 5/8 at the most.
14 and 3/4. Because the other one's not doing so good.
I say 15 and 5/4.
He just failed an eye test.
I didn't fail. They just shut up.
What are these colors just doesn't belong?
Couldn't figure out which one.
The green is not a familiar color.
Oh, yeah. We're doing great.
Okay, go ahead, Billy. I'm sorry I interrupted.
we're way off the rails. Welcome to Silent Hill. I'm not even gonna lie and say this movie was even close to enjoyable. What is enjoyable, to me at least, is the real-life ghost town of Centralia, Pennsylvania. Ooh, spooky. I drive through Centralia at least once a week, and I can assure you it's nothing like, the actual movie Silent Hill. The sea vents still plume from time to time, but all the houses but one have been torn down. The big tourist attraction known as Abandoned Highway 61 has long been covered now, and another piece of old Centralia that will be soon forgotten like the rest of the once bustling town. Because I don't want to make this my typical 4-page write-up, even though I pretty much did, I'm only going to give a brief history of the town, but I'll get into the details more once the fire starts.
We didn't start the fire. Did you just delete something?
No. Scroll down.
Oh, I hope not. Oh, don't fuck with me.
No, I tapped on the thing. I did this.
Oh, I thought you put something. Originally named Bull's Head, the town was named after a tavern in Columbia County, PA, owned by Jonathan Faust. The town was then purchased by the Mountain Coal and Iron Company. A mining engineer from the company named Alexander Ray. Oh, you fucking threw me so off.
Yeah, it was very easy to see because you misspelled it, and there's a giant random L in there.
Yeah, there was a capital in the middle of the word.
Because it was, I didn't want you to be completely lost, so I just put the.
Oh, I appreciate it.
Yeah.
You tried, but I still got lost.
A locust.
Well, I didn't want to fuck up his word.
I'm sorry if people went through the halocust.
A mining engineer named Alexander Ray from the company moved his family there and began planning the new town. He originally planned to name it Centerville, but good old Schuylkill County already had a Centerville. Ray would be killed once the mines opened by suspected Molly McGuire's. We should probably do like a whole episode on the Molly McGuire's at some point.
That'd be a good idea.
The town reached its peak in 1890 with a population of 2,761. Was that a chuckle I heard over there at 1890?
Yeah, she's probably writing more things.
No.
I can watch you type.
I'm not even on the thing. I'm trying to see when it peaked.
1890.
When did Tony's Lunch come out?
The 60s, actually.
Oh, so it peaked in the 60s. Schuylkill County did.
Yeah.
Oh, I just mean the town of Centralia, not
population-wise.
Population-wise, yeah. Thanks, Tony's. You should reopen.
They're grieving. Leave them alone.
Come on now.
I cannot believe that barren wasteland once had 5 different hotels and 14 different types of stores. Once the mining boom started to die down, the population slowly began decreasing. And after the stock market crash in 1929, the Lehigh Valley Coal Company closed 5 of its mines in Centralia, leading to more people moving out of the area.
Black Friday.
So only the crackheads stayed.
No, they weren't there yet. Not in Centralia. Centralia was a nice place.
Until the graffiti came.
That's what I choose to believe. However, there was still plenty of coal left in the area, and in 1950, Centralia gained ownership of all the coal underneath the town.
I wonder how that's going to work out for him.
Yeah, it's going good. Yeah, so everything's going great, right? No. On May 27th, 1962, while preparing for the town's Memorial Day celebration, an exposed vein of coal caught fire while borough firefighters were burning garbage in the town's trash pit. It just so happened to be an old strip mining pit. So, probably not the best location for something like that.
No.
You can probably guess where this goes bad, right? The firefighters, who had done this previously with no issues, extinguished the fire after letting it burn down. Just get rid of shit. Unfortunately for them, there was an unsealed vent for the strip mine below, and the fire worked its way into the veins of coal underneath the town.
Those
I just
damn
like how
gas
they
particles.
I like a day where they just burnt the garbage. Like, what else do they do with the rest of the garbage the rest of the year?
Threw it in the pit.
Yeah.
It fell into pit.
I fell into the pit.
Another theory is the fire started the day before when a trash hauler dumped hot ashes into the landfill. I personally believe the first story, but nonetheless, the town was to blame as they were supposed to have clay barriers between each layer of its landfill, but they fell behind schedule doing it. Sporadic fires began to pop up around the town over the next couple weeks after Memorial Day.
Whoop, whoop.
Firefighters searched the landfill for clues to the mystery and found the hole that the fire slipped through that ignited the coal.
What a hole.
What a hole. Coal hole.
Oh, you don't speak to him that way.
Oh no, I fucked up.
Oh, lots of space.
Where'd it go?
Come on, water was pumped. Water right there, right there.
Water was pumped into the hole responsible for the blaze, but by then it had already spread too far for it to be of any good. The new idea for the town was to dig out trenches around the town. However, funding always fell a little short. Every plan they had they don't have enough. I think they were like 1,300 short for one that probably would have worked a little bit.
Thanks, Obama.
It's in the 60s.
I'm sure he was doing something back then.
The town tried to pump fly ash into the mine, but that was a method for bituminous coal, not our precious black diamond anthracite.
Hear ye, hear ye.
Black diamonds.
Got all that black diamond anthracite. Best coal around.
Fast forward to 1979 when the fire is still very obviously burning. A gas station owner and mayor of the town, John Coddington, measured the temperature in his underground gas tanks. I've heard so many different numbers for the actual temperatures of the gasoline, but most of the reports say around 170 Fahrenheit or 76 degrees Celsius. I've heard much higher, but the flashpoint for gas is 536 degrees Fahrenheit, or for everyone else in the world who's not American, 280 Celsius.
Yeah, we gotta pay attention to that now.
I know, I thought about them.
Oh, what are you doing?
I do it every time.
No, her. She's erasing. She's erased something.
Oh no.
I just watched words go away.
Babe, I'm telling you, I didn't do anything.
I literally just watched after carbon monoxide words disappear.
I'm telling you, I didn't do anything.
We'll figure it out. I'm gonna be so mad.
I'm telling you, I didn't do anything.
I'm okay.
The state was finally beginning to take notice of the problems in Centralia, and in 1981, everyone became very aware of the present dangers of the town. On Valentine's Day, Tom Dombrowski, a 12-year-old boy, was outside playing with his cousin when a giant sinkhole opened up in their yard. Are you oohing at the sinkhole?
I remember hearing a story about that. Someone I know like that lived like back then was like around for all that. Shared a story about that.
Oh, yeah. That's like the biggest story. Everything I looked up on Centralia had the Tom Dombrowski falling into hell.
Yeah, well, apparently it was very terrifying.
Tom somehow held onto a tree root that was exposed by the sinking ground, and his cousin helped pull him out. The hole measured 4 feet wide and roughly 150 fucking feet deep, and was just spewing carbon monoxide. Conveniently enough, a U.S. representative was touring the town with then PA Governor Big Dick Thornburg.
Ha! I'm making it in.
Did you put big? I thought I put Big Dick.
No, I put big.
See, you thought I did something.
You did.
After hearing the testimony
You just
from
got yours.
Tom, what?
Oh, she said that, and I accused her points. I'm like, yeah, no, he just caught yours.
That wine is going. After hearing the testimony from Tom and assessing the situation of the town, the U.S. government allocated $42 million to relocation efforts for residents of the town. Most of the residents took the buyout that they were getting screwed on, really, because it was like, we'll give you this much money, but there's so much damage and you have a fire underneath you.
Yeah, I mean, come on. Basic economics.
Yeah, so we'll give you money, but your house is shit, so it's not good to us. Over 1,000 people left the town, and over 500 homes and businesses were destroyed. The most recent census to this time was 1990, and Centralia clocked in at a whopping 63 residents still living in the borough. That has to be a wild time, even when people were still living in Centralia.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
In 1992, Governor Bob Casey invoked eminent domain on the remaining members of the town. The residents tried to fight eminent domain with legal action, but the lawsuit ultimately failed. By 1993, the original Route 61 going towards Ashland had become buckled and beyond repair. The road was closed, and the town put a replacement route out of the town. Abandoned Route 61 would go on to be known as the Graffiti Highway. People from all over would come to see the road and leave some sort of spray paint memento on the road.
Which is, disgusting.
Oh, it's a great time.
Oh, this place is excluded, and let's visit it and just cause little taxpayer dollars that we do have in this shithole town.
They didn't clean that road. And now you made me feel like a dick because
Not me.
Wow.
There
Did
was
you
also
post graffiti on the.
There was also an army
feel
of
that.
dicks spray painted there that I may or may not have been involved in.
I spray painted, chuck it in the bucket.
No, that's what that road was there for.
Yeah. Everyone left a mark on there. You couldn't walk a foot without seeing, like a penis and a swastika and like some random thing.
Yeah, you're gonna get inspiration, hatred, and probably a sex crime all in one.
The occasional me plus this person forever. Shut the fuck up.
One
You
died,
broke up a week later.
or one died in a trivial bathroom.
Let me show you my love for you by spray painting on Graffiti Highway. We're forever.
This is gonna get covered in a month. In 2002, Centralia's zip code was discontinued from the U.S. Postal Service, and the town was practically no more. I'm not sure if Centerville is probably active, but ain't that a bitch? They still got to keep that.
Indeed.
In 2009, new Governor Ed Rendell began the eviction process to the few who chose to remain in Centralia. The residents again tried to take to the courts, stating there was no longer a need for eminent domain as the fire was no longer under the town itself. Yeah, it just cored it all underneath, and it's gone now, so it's fine.
Makes sense.
In 2010, after the eviction process, only 5 houses remained. One family who waited out the lawsuit actually settled, allowing them to stay in their home in the borough under the condition that they can never pass down or sell the home once they have all passed. As far as I know, it was the Lokitis family, and as of 2021, there were only 4 remaining.
You know what's funny, before I continue, is that when me and Anthony first started dating, he took me to Centralia.
It's like the perfect first date.
But the road, at this time, it was during quarantine, the road was blocked off. So he couldn't take me down Graffiti Highway. But he was telling me the story and how, like, he was telling me about the fires and everything else. And it was one of those things, like, I'm reading this and I was like, holy crap. Like, he was just telling, like, the whole entire story of this whole fucking town.
Oh, yeah, it's lore to us.
It blew
Yeah.
my freaking mind.
I have a story. When you're done, it's in mind. I have a story about Centralia too. Just a little personal anecdote.
But, like he
It's a
was
spooky one.
He was so proud of it, though. And then I realized what a shithole.
Oh, yeah, it's a weird thing to be proud of, but we got it.
Yeah, we got together and he was so happy about this. I realized he just lived in a giant shithole. This is all they had.
No, I'm saying no, but Centralia was like the story of Centralia is sad, but it's heroic because there's people who stood their ground.
Dude, that was a city like probably the size of Pottsville at the time.
Yeah,
That's
there's
what I'm
a good amount of
saying.
people
Like,
there.
but there's people who are like, you know what, this is my house, this is my land, this is my town, I'm not leaving. There's a sense of pride in that.
Yeah.
Ashland, however,
Hey, Ashland used to be like that too. And then heroin came.
Yeah, back when I was a chillin'.
Yeah,
Ashland was really fucking nice.
Yeah, it was.
Ashland was like the classy part.
It was.
still looks like it's way, way, way back in like it. The town looks like it never aged.
Yeah, no, we
Oh,
peaked
no.
way back then.
Wait, yeah, in the 50s, 60s, the road.
Yeah, the 1850s about, yeah.
Yeah, but the houses held up till like
It was like
2000s.
it was one of those neighborhoods where like everyone like knew each other. You can just go to someone's house. No, I mean like you can send your kids
Not
out.
like I know my drug dealer.
Yeah, no, you send your kids out and you just hear there's someone's house like 5 blocks. So I was like, oh, okay, whatever.
Well, you're telling me about all these people that I met at the wedding who I've never known before. Oh, I grew up with Anthony, and he knew all about his whole entire family history.
Yeah, that happens.
Yo, do you realize how boring it is around here? Our biggest attraction is a town on
But
fire.
people knew everything about everything.
Except for the once a year Bloomsburg Fair.
That's not even near us, technically.
Oh, well.
But it was just like people
The
knew.
monthly Pottsville shooting?
But it's just like there was no privacy.
No, there isn't. That's how it was. Everyone knew each other. Families knew everyone's family, and it was just that's how it was.
And
I
everybody
can
told
tell
me-
you didn't lock your goddamn door. Hell yeah, brother.
And everybody told me the same thing.
I don't know.
That they're so happy that you got out of that town and I took you away from it.
Yeah, that's a bad area.
Fuck, even I said that, and I still live in that town.
All right, one day you'll escape.
Yeah, I'm getting there.
Oh, we were in Edwardsville today.
Oh, yeah, so Joey's doing.
Yeah, that's like my cake lady's there. So I was asking her next time, your boss, if he lives, because he knows available places over there. It's only about a 20-minute drive, anywhere from 15 to 20 minutes away from us. You could be 15 to 20 minutes away from the Codex all the time.
I know, that's like my ideal place.
You just want to come here and eat.
And plus,
You already told me that.
I know, I told you if I was closer, I'm coming here for dinner.
he's like, wait, did you say chili? I'll be there in 15 minutes. What, macaroni and cheese?
I don't give a fuck what you're making. I'm coming over for dinner.
That too. That
Potato
and
pancakes?
Edwardsville has speaking of, they have the potato pancake festival.
Oh yeah, they do.
Yep. And then
The fucking what?
potato pancake festival.
Computing.
My Polish is not okay with it.
He just got a Polish boner. He said, wait a minute, what's the rent over here?
I might think about renting again. Woo.
Falling Jordan. I did nothing.
That is not healthy.
I didn't do it.
So,
Congratulations,
being
your
a bitch.
computer has herpes.
Hands up.
No, it's goes.
No, it's not.
I guess I'll continue reading this.
Probably a good
Oh,
idea.
yeah. Oh,
Go
yeah.
ahead.
That's all right. We're in the middle of this.
Several of the residents from the past and the few of the current believe that the eminent domain tactic was used by the government to obtain the rights of the minerals under the town. I can't say I disagree with the theory. It's estimated there's hundreds of millions of dollars worth of coal deposits waiting to be unearthed under Centralia.
Probably.
No, I could totally see our U.S. government being like, well,
They done worse things.
boy, have it.
Shout out to Iraq.
A time capsule buried in the town in 1966. After the fire started for some dumbass reason, the capsule was scheduled to be opened in 2016 or 50 years after. But it had to be opened early as someone tried to dig it up and steal it. Nope. The contents weren't that exciting.
You ever think people hear us randomly laughing at random parts in the segments and like, what the fuck are they laughing at?
Oh, sabotage. We're laughing at sabotage.
This is why we shouldn't share one document.
One of these things just.
The contents weren't that exciting. It was just local souvenirs, which I assume were just pretty much fucking coal. A miner's helmet and lamp, some more coal, a Bible, and for some reason, some woman's bloomers, signed by men who lived in the town at the time. Apparently, she got around.
Good for them.
Oh, fuck, I do it every time.
What, sign blousers?
Yes.
Huh. Good for you.
In April of 2020, amid the pandemic, the current property owners of abandoned Route 61 decided to cover the post-apocalyptic looking road with dirt, citing the road was a safety issue, not to mention the people who could potentially be hurt walking the cracked and split highway. Centralia, and especially this highway, played a huge part in my formative years, and I actually did cry when I heard they were covering it.
That was a bad time.
Really?
We didn't have shit. That was our.
I think that's
I'm not judging. I'm just saying.
I think that's part of like the cultural identity of a bunch of people, and then they kind of said, "Fuck it," covered it.
We are minors, and
We're
that
adults
road is
now.
on fire.
We are minors. Bum.
I'm just okay. As someone who pays a lot of school taxes and city taxes, it just for them covering it up, it was like, oh, we wouldn't have to do this if all these kids didn't spray paint it.
Yeah, but it was like just our thing.
It's a town in the middle of nowhere that no one goes to.
A lot of people actually went there. Actually, New York, New Jersey.
Yeah, dude, there was
People
Ohio.
go all over because it's. Trust me,
It's fucking Silent Hill.
Yeah, Silent Hill. After the movie, everybody heard of Centralia.
Oh, dude, you couldn't park there some weekends.
Oh yeah, it was insane.
That's what I'm saying. Some of these, when I watched Silent Hill for the first time, I'm like, oh, where the fuck was this? And I see people posting it on Facebook to this day, all the time.
Oh yeah.
Oh, Centralia. I'm like, why are you so fascinated with?
Oh, don't worry, I get into
It's
it.
not spooky.
I lived here 3 years before I realized it was 10 minutes from where I lived.
I'm actually getting in the next fire.
Did you realize that when we first started dating, I had some kind of history of it, and everybody's like some kind of spooky place, and he took me in the middle of broad daylight, and all I saw was a colorful road.
Just wait. When he's done, I have a scary story about that place.
Okay, but yeah, and he's like, yeah, everything's on fire underneath us.
Well, I have two scary stories about that place.
And it's still slowly burning. And I'm like, well, why are we on the road?
Well, they made the new one out of clay. It's fine.
Yeah, we're in the safe area.
Maybe
Walk
that's
out towards the banks. That's a real fun time.
Maybe that's
Oh,
where your
yeah.
Ashland ghost came from. It's probably somebody who lived down there and died and is still burning in hell somewhere.
We're not going to talk about the Ashland Ghost.
Speaking of,
Because of all the folklore behind the creepy ghost town of Centralia, it's obviously said to be haunted. Told you we're not going to talk about it. Speaking from experience of actually hunting the town as a paranormal investigator, I can tell you, maybe.
spooky skeleton.
I did like a whole team hunt there overnight. I mean, it was a thing.
You're basically asking for it.
Well, I spent all night there and only came away with one EVP and a weird feeling at the end of the abandoned highway. The one remaining church was creepy, but that's probably because it's just an old-looking church at night.
Oh, just wait.
Oh no.
If you're interested in visiting Centralia because you love Silent Hill for some god-fucking awful reason,
Terrible movie.
I like Silent Hill.
save yourself the time and just don't. It doesn't snow ash. It's not always covered in smoke or fog, and god damn it, Pyramid Head hasn't been seen in a while. Again, the only thing that was worth any type of attraction was the abandoned highway. Rose, kind of a dick. That's our monument. It was kind of like an art gallery, ever changing every time you went. If any of you rejects have any questions about the town that was, send us a message and I'll do my best. I'll do the best I can. Oh, Silent Hill still sucks.
Still sucks. Terrible movie.
I don't
Had
mind
nothing to do with the actual town.
I do like the video games better. Silent Hill games are pretty alright.
Yeah,
So wait, Pyramid Head. Was it there's no
it was in the
No.
game.
it was
Yeah.
in the game. But where did that come from?
The guy whoever made the game, they
Yeah,
just stopped making it.
literally, Silent Hill was just the scenery was based
So
off.
some
yeah.
big muscular guy and some kind of fucking
Yeah, no, we didn't have some dude walking around with a giant
half
pyramid on his
naked with a
head.
pyramid on his head.
Yeah, no, that didn't happen. Can you believe it?
Actually, there
stupid.
was one guy who did that when he's probably drunk to be funny during a snowstorm. It was hilarious. He just it was like the backstreets of Ashland. He tried up the backstreets of Ashland. He was just coming around with a
I
giant pyramid on
remember
his head.
that.
Yeah.
Still, very stupid. The movie was stupid.
Yeah, no, movie was super stupid.
Like, if they had something to do with the actual town and people, it was like a Pompeii-based movie of Silent Hill where people had to flee their homes because of the freaking. Even
No
if
one
they
even died
exaggerated,
in Centralia.
but that's what I'm saying. Even if they exaggerated and kept it more on the storyline
But
of
Tom Ford's
roads
Longfellow-
exploding because of burning fire from the coal mines, like one of those movies where it was like you had to get out of town alive. If that was more relatable, yeah, like Dante's Peak.
Yeah, carbon monoxide became like a really big issue, but like
Silent
no one
Hill.
died from it. There was a story
No,
where
they were sitting there doing graffiti and getting a high off of it.
no, this was before Dead Highway. But like they would like start buying parakeets and canaries and shit.
As was tradition back then.
Yeah, because like the carbon monoxide detectors weren't super accurate.
It's still insane.
What is your ghost story?
Okay, so I have a non-ghost story that fucked me up and an actual ghost story. The non-ghost story was I was walking in the woods of Centralia and came around and found these burn barrels and a bench with like human skulls and random bones set around them. I was like, I don't like this.
This is weird.
So I left and I never spoke of it for like a decade. It was terrible. It fucked me up. But the ghost story. So when I was in high school, my sister Brianna had a beagle. And I was like, let me take this beagle for a walk. She went to Centralia, went to this church you were just speaking of, and she would not walk into a certain room. Like she's like pretty calm dog.
Why are you walking a dog in a church?
We're just going through Centralia and we're like, oh, look at that. And we thought we saw somebody like working inside the church. So we just figured, what the hell, why not? And no, there was nobody.
Me and Ashley, my ex, went to Centralia after Miss Croft's funeral.
Oh,
We're going way back, no super shit.
rip.
But
R.I.P.
like we went up to the church just to like, snoop around. And we walked in and there's just a whole fucking ceremony thing going on. I was like, oh, we're here at the wrong time. I didn't think anything here was active.
Yeah, I don't like that.
Yeah, it was weird as shit.
There's some strange things going on in that building.
It's cult.
Yeah, there's definitely a cult there.
Graffiti cult?
No, there's
There's a church like way up on a mountain overlooking Centralia.
See, I'm non-religious. I feel like all churches are cults.
Well, yeah, absolutely.
No offense to anybody.
Can we pause so I can pee and smoke before we go into the long
You
one?
want it.
God damn it. I didn't want to edit any of this.
You just gotta listen. Look, Mark.
Wait a
You
minute.
could
wait a minute,
stop
wait a minute, wait a minute.
recording
Hold
and then
on.
we can
An
go
hour and
into-
20 minutes.
Or I can just look for the giant dead spot and cut it out.
When you can mark an hour and
Okay.
20 minutes in where he says, hey, I have to smoke and pee.
Yeah, but now I have it muted. I can just look for it, go a little beforehand, and cut it.
Look for the dead spot.
Now we're thinking. Are there still sandwiches?
Yes. So Anthony's is 7 pages long.
I know. That's why.
Oh, I'm gonna speed through mine. I'm gonna cut some stuff out as I read.
I was trying to like rush through one and realize I'm going real long.
1, 2,
I was right. Notre Dame won.
3, 4,
Oh.
5, 6, 7. Yep, 7. Well, 6.5 plus the outro.
But
Ooh, you know he's all about that bass, And some Vlad, man. How's that Vlad treating you, Billy? You have feelings yet?
I'm going through my own shit right now.
Because how high you are, or how drunk you are, or a little bit of column A and a little bit. What?
That means, but why not both?
I just still didn't understand what you said.
That means, but why not both?
Oh,
Porque no los dos.
okay.
So you know how to speak Spanish.
El green card.
Do you see how one I am?
Gringos. El blanco.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, the last muted. El negro.
Oh my god.
I'm not even drunk. Do you know what it? Oh, I know what it is. What's these? Chloe gave me a Benadryl earlier. And it's like a Quaalude. It's like get through the tired stage. I can fight it. And it acts like a Quaalude.
Acts like a
Yeah, you ever got through something that got you so high that made you tired? You wanted to sleep, but once you got over it, you became delirious? Or have you been so tired before? You ever realize that when people get overly tired, they get the giggles?
Yeah, I never experienced that.
No? You never experienced it. Are you tired?
No.
Is your belly tickling?
Stop
Stop it!
your weak spot.
Stop. Babe, let me love you. I let me love you. If I love you, until you learn to love yourself. Let you stop it. You're stronger than me.
I'm not drunk.
Stop
I'm
it.
not feeling the
I'm
alcohol.
not drunk. Stop it. I'm high as shit. I ate an edible.
When the fuck did I eat edibles?
You were there in the kitchen when I passed. And I looked at you and we went, sorry, Kodak. Didn't we?
Oh, yeah, because you don't want me to have fun.
You legally can't have fun.
Legally, you can't either.
Legally,
I'm the only one in this room that's allowed to get high.
Yeah.
be careful. You might crack your back. He probably cracked like 4 bones doing that.
I cracked like 3 times.
Hi. You're such a pretty kitty. She's fucking huge. April, April, May, June, July, August, September. She's only 6 months old. She's notorious for all orange tabby qualities. She's an asshole. She's lovable. She shits really bad. There's yogurt in there. Do you want to see if she'll eat the yogurt?
All right, now.
You don't want to get emotional?
No, I just want to get this fucking thing over with.
Yes, Billy needs to hurry up and smoke the shit out of the cigarette. Woo! Ha! Zip! Zip! Woo! Ah! Woo! He. Ah.
Just realized that I didn't mute the microphone. I just muted output. That's great.
So this right here.
Yeah.
So it's been recording us the whole time?
Yep. So we're just gonna send it.
Oh my god, no, we can't.
Why not? You don't say. No, we didn't. Name one racial thing we said. Well, now it's recorded and it's being sent out into the world.
Okay.
I told you I'm not editing this.
You literally told us you were editing this.
I've said repeatedly I'm not editing this.
So this whole entire conversation about you editing this, you're not going to edit out?
Exactly.
We're getting canceled. We're getting canceled.
Yeah, you did say that. Okay. I know legally you can't. Well, you shouldn't have said that. You shouldn't have brought up that. You shut up.
And me tickling your stomach and you laughing a little bit.
Yeah.
That's going to be on there too.
Stop. 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 I can't stand you.
While you're sitting. He said, I can't stand you.
Stop.
In the name of love.
Stop.
Collaborate and listen.
Stop.
Hammer time.
You think you're fucking hilarious.
That was good. I needed that. Or something funny. We make pretty babies.
Yeah.
Please hurry up. Oh, I missed Two-Face and Cole from Cole.
Dude's just sitting in his car listening to fucking music again. Scared the shit out of him.
By the way, we're still recording.
Good.
He never.
I thought he muted it.
Yeah, apparently I took the odd. I don't know what I did.
Oh, god damn it.
So our whole entire Spanish conversation was recorded.
I'm glad I wasn't there for that.
You were. I was having the Spanish conversation with you.
Oh, I wasn't for that.
I love you so much. Baby steps won't look gorgeous. I love her so much. We're ready for you, babe.
All right, we ready for this? Fuck me.
Clearly, we are.
All right, time for my super long part of this episode. Boobies. Got it. No, that's not my subject. My subject for today is Dean Coral, who. Remember how we just went over it? It's not muted?
Oh, but you hit something.
Oh, there's a mute button down. Son of a bitch.
I abused the shit out of that.
Well, moving on. You look into the mirror and you say his name 3 times. Candyman, Candyman, Candyman.
Oh, fuck.
Oh, no.
I don't see my reflection. We're okay. But
Boom.
you thought you're safe until you begin to hear the strange sounds, and soon your walls begin to close in. Are you going crazy? Are the rumors true? Soon you find your answer that yes, the Candyman is real and he comes and takes your life.
It's a thriller.
For my segment today on our spooky episode, I'll be looking into a real-life Candyman, Dean Coral, while we also examine some other influences to the franchise of movies known as Candyman, with a separate murder, Bloody Mare, and some racial tensions in Chicago.
Why is it always boiled down to racial tension?
We'll get there. Oh no, this whole thing's fucked. This is not a fun topic.
Oh, Candyman. I can't imagine why.
Well, he was a serial killer and a serial rapist who claimed at least 28 known victims between 1970 and 1973 in the Houston and Pasadena, Texas areas in what is now known as the Houston mass murders.
Oh, this escalated quickly.
It gets worse.
Okay,
It gets very... Yeah, you might
we
want to
kicked
hold on
it
to that
off
line.
with serial rapists, so
Yeah, it gets worse.
good.
Yeah. It's one of those episodes for me.
You
Oh,
dropped
wait.
the hard R.
Yeah.
At the time, his crimes became known as the worst examples of... Will you stop pushing things in here?
When the blue lines are there.
Well, I can't see what I'm doing because all I see is Anthony Kodak, which I'm not even doing, which just fucks me up even more.
Yeah, it fucks me up too because I'll be like texting you.
The
Yeah.
grammar errors are just okay.
I was a science major, not an English major. However, these were the worst examples of a serial killers in America at its point in time. His reign of terror only... You know what? That's a spoiler alert. We'll wait till later to get to that. Some quick backstory on Coral. He was born on December 24th, 1939, making him a Capricorn.
Fuck off.
For you astrology people.
Fuck off.
Very dominant.
He was born
Fuck
in...
off.
Oh, he was dominant. We'll get there. He was born in Fort Wayne, Indiana, to marry and a very strict Arnold. They would divorce in 1946, and Dean would move with his mom to a trailer in Memphis, and his dad would enter the Air Force in order to remain in contact with his son.
Oh,
God
it's
damn
nice.
American heroes.
Damn right. Coral was actually a nice kid and actually would go out of his way to care for others. However, he kind of kept to himself. In 1950, his parents would remarry and move to Pasadena, Texas. However, like most couples that get back together, they divorced again in 1953. And the mom would, continue to have custody.
That's a toxic relationship.
Oh, yeah. Here's a twist. She got married again to a traveling clock salesman. And they moved to Vidor, Texas, which is kind of near Houston. And another twist, they will make a candy making business. Candyman.
Oh,
there you go.
We're tying it all together.
Yep, tying together. We'll get to why though.
Beetlejuice,
Um,
Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice.
Yeah,
Dude,
thank you.
before Biggie Smalls gets here, can you stop? Dean would operate the candy making machinery while continuing his education and throughout primary school.
You know how to make candy. Fuck it.
He would graduate and move to Indiana to live with his widowed grandmother, where he actually began to date a woman, but denied her wedding proposal in 1962.
She proposed to him?
Yeah, she proposed to him.
She was probably bummed about the Centralia fire.
No. However, I'm pretty sure once she found out what he did, probably relieved. Or she was a catalyst for why he did some of the things he did. Who knows?
We're going hard on this lead up.
Oh yeah, we're going somewhere. He moved back to Texas shortly after to help with the family candy shop, which at this point was in Houston Heights.
So
Sounds
you're
classy.
saying the girl didn't shake that Laffy Taffy?
No, she did not.
No.
She proposed to him, though.
He did not take her to the candy shop.
She want that bubble gum. She want that Chico stick.
And he didn't want to give up the bubble gum.
Well, his parents gave up as they divorced.
Again?
Okay.
Well, the stepdaddy.
Oh,
They
okay.
divorced. I'm sorry. Let's be clear on that. Yeah, so but she would go start her own company where he'd work at, and a male teenager, almost spilled the bottle. A male teenager employee accused Dean of sexually harassing him, so the mom just fired him and made Dean vice president.
Oh,
Huh, sounds like politics.
Yeah.
don't you love sexual harassment in a workplace?
I do, especially when it came from you.
I think I work with my wife for my anxiety reasons.
I am HR.
Speaking of harassment, on August 10th, 64, he was drafted into the Army.
Oh, that escalated quickly.
Yeah, after basic training, he was stationed to Fort Hood, Texas, as a radio repairman. And I could do a whole episode in Fort Hood because there's a lot of violence and death surrounding that base.
There's hauntings, too.
Yeah, there's mass shootings, there's random disappearances of people. It's interesting. He was granted an honorable discharge after he claimed that he was needed at the candy store. And that's there's a thing you go through the military, like, hey, I'm needed for this for my family, and they can grant you or tell you to fuck off.
So, like, we had people dodge in the draft, and they could just be like, yeah, no, Pa needs me back home on the
you
range.
need to make some candy, sir. These Laffy Taffys aren't going to taffy themselves.
So you know what goes into making saltwater taffy?
During this time, Dean claimed that this was when he had his first homosexual encounter. So take that, Navy, and your semen jokes.
Oh. Let's dig.
Shout out to Shane.
Oh.
I respect the Navy, too. That was my first choice.
Go Navy. He would soon get his nickname, the Candyman, for handing out candy to small children and mostly teenage boys.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
We're taking a swift turn.
Gets worse. Don't worry. This is a build-up.
Oh, yeah, no.
This is the opening act.
This is not the Candyman I remember.
Oh, just wait.
There's no bees in here.
As the business expanded, it was noted that he was very flirtatious with the male teenage. You leave my lisp alone.
Flirtatious?
Fuck off. Flirtatious with male teenage employees.
I like how you incorporated the bees there.
Finally, we have bees.
So in 1967, Dean would befriend sixth grader. Keep laughing, you're like a real dickhead soon. Sixth grader David Owen Brooks, who hung out at the candy shop frequently. Just for a note, Dean Coral did install a pool table and other amenities at the rear of the store.
Rear?
Stop it.
Someone to say it.
Hey, listen, hard R's about to come up, all right? You might want to stop with that.
Oh.
Yeah. So give those jokes that no, I can.
David, I'm so sorry.
Oh, you won't. You know what? You'll see what I mean.
Jolly Rancher?
Dean also took David to the beach and supplied him with money, and Dean would occasionally suck him out for extra money. Yep.
So he paid him to blow him.
Yeah, Coral paid Brooks, the kid, to Dave was getting blown. The sixth grader was receiving the oral from the adult male.
So the adult male was paying the sixth grader to blow him.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh.
Carry on.
To make it weird, to add a little more.
Really? To make it weird?
This was after David Brooks regarded him as a father figure.
Oh.
Yeah, it's one of those stories.
I thought Danny Rolling was bad.
Gets worse.
We're not talking about our daddy issues tonight.
Shortly after this, the candy shop would close down. It would close down, and Dean would acquire a job at a power company and would never see his mother again as she moved to Colorado.
Please tell me they didn't sell suckers at this candy store.
Well, I don't know, but we're about to go to our first murder. So
They got gumdrops.
they got cum drops.
Oh,
God damn it.
Apparently for 12 and up.
I got gadgets and gizmos aplenty.
So now him and his mom did stay in contact or calling each other and whatnot, but they never saw each other again. On September 25th, 1970, Dean killed his first victim.
Oh.
An 18-year-old Jeffrey Conan. After he was last seen at 6:15 at night, he was strangled, gagged, stripped of his clothing, bound up by a cord, possibly most definitely violated, and then covered in lime and placed under a boulder at High Island Beach.
Lime.
Yes.
He was a margarita?
No, not that kind of lime.
Oh.
The dissolve a body kind.
Yeah.
I knew you were talking about. I just want to make it funny.
Oh, God.
It was getting really dark.
Oh, it gets worse.
I was trying to give a night light.
Why does it always get worse?
You know how you're like, you feel bad for Brooks?
Sorry, Brooks.
No. You said, you know how you're like, you feel sorry for Brooks?
Yeah, David's going to have a bad time.
Around this time, Brooks walks in on Dean sexually assaulting two teenage boys who were strapped to a bed, or he would eventually call his torture bed. In return for his silence, Brooks was given a green Corvette.
Fucking what?
Yep.
Where's this dude getting all his money?
The power company, apparently.
Corvette's a pricey car.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Dean later confessed to Brooks that he killed the teens and offered Brooks $200 for any boy he could lure to Dean's apartment. And he agreed.
Oh.
Good.
Oh, yeah, Brooks is an accomplice.
Yeah, you're digging into accomplice ground.
Yeah, still feel bad for Brooks? Didn't think so.
No.
Yeah. Those emotions shifted. On December 13th, 1970, Brooks lured two teens, James Glass and Danny Gates, away from a religious rally.
That's $400.
Yeah, he made quite a bit of money from all this.
A lot of liquor.
Dean would rape, strangle, then bury their bodies in a boat shed that he had rented. Electrical cords with alligator clips were buried next to their bodies. On January 30th, 1971, the pair would kidnap two brothers, Donald and Jerry Waldrop, who were walking home. The brothers were raped, strangled, and buried in the same boat shed.
Burying someone in a boat shed. That's water.
That man made $800.
Well, he rented it. It was his own thing. It was a nice place he can go. He also buried people on the beach and shit, but we'll get to them.
He made $800 in 2 months.
Yeah, and a Corvette.
In a Corvette.
Yeah, but
He's a young entrepreneur.
I like how you two are putting a positive spin on this. Like we're at 3, 4, 5 murders already. You guys, oh yeah, he made some money. It's all right.
I didn't say that. I'm just saying, like,
I did.
he had a whole ass car. Wasn't even a little red one. It was a green one. I would prefer a green one. However, he had a whole ass car and he's making side money for just like saying, "Come here, little kid."
Yeah, and at this point, he had like a semi-decent relationship with his actual dad, but his dad
candy?
kind of just let him do whatever. So,
Oh no!
yeah.
Do you want some candy?
Okay,
Follow me.
moving on from that Willy Wonka. Between March and May, the pair kidnapped and killed 3 more victims, which is how much more?
$600.
I knew you could do math. Each person was buried by the same boat shed. There was 15-year-old Randall Harvey, who was killed by a .22 caliber bullet. 13-year-old David Halligeist, and a 16-year-old Gregory Winkle, who they were killed together.
Winkle.
Due to the pure will of Winkle's parents, a massive neighborhood investigation was launched.
Not good.
It went nowhere.
Aww.
Good.
The Winkles had.
I can tell you're high.
Hey.
That's what I thought. In the meantime, Brooks invited a friend, he's getting to his friends now, 17-year-old Reuben Watson Haney, to a party where he was strangled and buried at the boat dock. Coral would eventually move, but before so, he would kill 2 more unidentified youths, who one he kept alive and tortured and raped over a course of 4 days before strangling him.
That's a bitch.
Yep. And Jesus Christ. These poor people are like, oh my God, look at this money in a Corvette. Oh, wow.
It's $1,200 he's made so far.
Yo, we're like old poor.
This is after
Well,
the
hold on.
holidays.
Hold on.
This is pre-tax money.
Just wait, because here comes another in winter of 71, Brooks introduced Elmer Wayne Henley to Coral. Instead of killing him, Coral offered Henley $200 a boy he could lure to the apartment, claiming that he was operating a white person slavery ring.
False advertisement.
That we're fucking. How many fucking twists and turns are in this?
It's a story.
Oh,
It gets worse.
what the goddamn? Why is it always?
Listen, if I go in front of the mirror and chant his name 3 times, I
Big and smalls.
expect $200.
Henley initially declined and was shockingly left to live. However, after a few months passed by, and he changed course and took Coral up on his offer.
It's fucking $200 a kid.
Yeah, for what he thought was slavery. Henley would kidnap his first victim in late February or early March of 1972. Henley would leave the victim at Coral's residence, believing he was to be sold as a slave. The identity of this victim remains unknown.
Do you understand what this point in time?
Yeah.
In the 70s.
Early 70s, yeah, correct.
So $200 is like,
Oh, it was a good bit of money.
that was like $1,000 to us today.
Somewhere around there, yeah.
Yeah, I believe the inflation is like $850, $900 or something.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a good bit of money.
So almost $1,000.
And this kid has a fucking Corvette.
So
Yeah.
$200, he could have paid his rent, bought groceries, and had a card note paid. In one, just in
Oh, no, we'll get to some of the
And
expenses
2
soon.
kids he could have had.
Oh, hold on, we have expenses coming up at some
Oh
point.
my
Don't worry.
God.
Good.
Yeah, don't worry. There's gonna be a little twist at
What
some
a time
point.
to be.
There's
alive.
already like fucking 12 twists.
It gets worse.
Fucking always does.
You know what? This is like a Twizzler. Just keep twisting.
No.
Candy.
On March 24th, the trio would encounter 18-year-old Frank.
No, leave it
Aguirre-
label.
Well,
Go
yeah,
ahead.
okay, fair. Again, positive impact on this story.
He's fucking making bank.
It's not a 12-year-old. Come on now.
He was leaving a restaurant, and they invited him to come smoke marijuana and drink beer.
I mean,
See?
I thought, well, like, oh, Billy, this will be Billy's trap.
This is how Billy would die.
He agreed.
Free beer and fucking
He agreed and came to the apartment in his own vehicle. After smoking some pot, he noticed the handcuffs, which at the time Coral knocked him out and cuffed him.
good.
Henley tried to convince Coral to release Aguirre, which is when Coral just admitted to raping and killing the previous person that Henry brought to him.
What the fuck?
So Henley proceeded to assist in killing and burying Aguirre.
Oh,
Just-
well, that's a switch.
Yep.
Hey, you're kind of a dick for doing it. And,
I'm gonna help.
yeah, you got it.
So on 420, Henley assisted the duo in abducting. Yeah, I had to roll
Crazy.
20th, but you guys are high off your asses, so I put 420. So, yeah. They abducted a 17-year-old Mark Scott, who initially put up a fight until Coral aimed his 22 caliber pistol at him.
Never trust a guy with 2 first names.
Nope. He was then tied up on Coral's torture board, raped, strangled, and buried at High Island Beach.
I'm sorry, what did you say?
Really, that's what you're freaking out about.
Yeah, not this, rape and torture going. It's like, oh, two first names.
Oh.
Ooh.
He just defended somebody with 2 first names. For a
No,
long
I did
time.
not. I said someone with 2
Okay.
first names should not be trusted.
Before Coral moved to a new address yet again, the trio killed 2. Another fucking edited this. God damn it. Because of you.
Why?
Before Coral moved to a new address yet again, the trio killed 2 more people, and it became noticed that Henley was particularly sadistic and took pleasure in watching people fight.
The first rule of Fight Club is talk about Fight Club.
Bingo. One of this murder people ended with Coral shooting the victim through the head. However, beforehand, Henley wished to torture him some more.
Well, you're kind of a dick.
With a new house, the trio lured 19-year-old William Rittinger to the house. Before he was killed, Brooks convinced Curl to release him, and he obliged. Later, Curl knocked Brooks unconscious and raped him. After this, Brooks would continue to assist Curl in further kidnappings. Self-esteem issues.
This is a cult. Turn into a cult real quick.
17-year-old Stephen Sickman was the next victim, who was last seen leaving a party at midnight on July 19th. He was bludgeoned to death in the chest before being strangled and buried in the boat shed.
By some very sick men.
Next on the murder agenda is 19-year-old Roy
Thank
Bunton,
you.
who was abducted on August 21st after leaving his job. He was gagged, bound, and shot twice in the head before being buried in the boat shed. He would not be identified until 2011. On October 3rd, 1972, the two boys encouraged two teenagers, Wally J. Simoneau and Richard Hembry, to get into the Corvette and come to Curl's apartment. At some point, Simoneau phoned his mom and said, "Mama," before his connection was interrupted. The following morning, Hembry was accidentally shot by Henley in the face and somehow survived. However, both teens were strangled and buried above James Gleason and Danny Yates.
On October 3rd, he asked me what day it was.
It's October 3rd.
Thank you.
Really? You thought I'd miss that one?
Go ahead.
What?
You've never seen Mean Girls?
Once?
It's October 3rd.
Oh, it's a meme.
It was October 3rd.
The trio will kill two more victims, 19-year-old Richard Kepnar and 18-year-old Willard Branch. In total, there are now 10 teenagers that were murdered between just February and November of 1972.
So we should catch this guy.
Well,
Yeah.
we'll get there. Hold on. There's a twist.
They should really branch out.
There's always a twist.
Coral would branch out. Coral will move again to another section of Houston where he would kill 17-year-old Joseph Lyles, and then he moved again to 2020 Lamar Drive,
Lamar, 9:30 in the morning. Let's go.
which was his dad's old residence.
Those are wild.
Now, there was a sudden lull in the killings, but this is attributed to Henley moving away temporarily and Coral suffering from hydrocele, which I guess is a lot of inflammation in some organs of the body.
That's insane.
I hydroplane tonight. Okay.
After this, Coral would soon experience what was described as a bloodlust and increase the rate of his killings along with the brutality of them.
Vampire.
Coral, he was not a vampire. Coral would torture 15-year-old.
Vampire.
A pedophile vampire?
That's a vampire.
We found him on his ancestors.
Coral would torture 15-year-old William Lawrence for 3 days before. God, Jesus Christ. Let me know when you're all done.
Her laughing is making me laugh.
I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. I'm sorry for interrupting.
Ooh, driver's ed. I see driver's ed.
Okay. Ooh, okay. And scene. I didn't laugh.
I did.
Read. Just pray for me.
No, it was. Coral would torture 15-year-old William Lawrence for 3 days before killing him and doing roughly the same to 20-year-old Raymond Blackburn 2 weeks later. On July 6, 1973, Henley acquired a job as a driver's ed teacher where he became acquainted with 15-year-old Homer Garcia.
Did not have background checks.
No.
Okay.
Garcia was soon invited over, where he was shot in a bathtub and left to die 3 days before being buried. 2 weeks later, 17-year-old John Sellers was bound, shot, and buried.
Forever and clean.
During this time, Brooks would leave the trio to tend to his pregnant fiancée. In this time, Henley would abduct 3 teens from July 19th to July 25th, all being shortly killed after.
His victims get younger and younger.
If you think you can't get a woman, anyone, this guy was killing a bunch of teenage boys and had a fiance.
One of these victims was Michael Balch, a younger brother of one of the previous victims.
Oh no, he Jeffrey Dahmered them.
Coral would make one more kill on a 13-year-old boy, raping and strangling the boy with the same cord, and at this point, Brooks was back in the picture. On August 7, 1973, Henley, who's 17 now, would invite 20-year-old Timothy Curley to attend a party at Coral's Pasadena residence. Curley also knew Coral and was an acquaintance of his. Excuse me. They sniffed paint fumes until Henley and Curley left to pick stuff up from Henley's house.
Ooh, snuffing paint.
Wild times. When they got to Henley's, he heard a commotion from his neighbors. He noticed a 15-year-old Rhonda Williams limping from her home with a sprained ankle that she just received from her drunken father.
Jesus Christ, how dark can you fucking make this?
Just wait.
This is touching home.
Henley, despite being accomplished to rape and murder teenagers, felt sympathy for Williams and offered her to come back to the party with them, and she accepted.
Did he feel what?
Yeah, plot twist. He felt sympathy for this girl.
Well, yeah, probably because he couldn't kill her.
Kill some teenage boys. Oh my God, how dare your dad hurt your ankle?
Oh, y'all about to feel silly soon.
Oh no.
God,
I'm emotionally invested. This is bad.
I see smoke the weed, so I'm cool with that.
The 3 would return to Coral's residence at approximately 3 in the morning. Coral was originally furious that the girl was there, but eventually calmed down and the party continued for 2 more hours as everyone just drank beer and smoked weed.
Every day.
Smoke weed every day.
Here comes some twists. Henley woke up to being on his...
Fucking why? There's so many already.
Henley woke up to being on his belly with Curl handcuffed in his hands behind his back. His ankles were bound together and his mouth was duct taped. Curly and the female Williams were also both bound together, gagged, and tied down with Curly stripped naked.
This isn't where I parked my car.
Coral removed the gag from Henley's mouth, where Henley immediately began to plead with Coral. Coral kept yelling that he was angry towards him, that he brought a woman into his house and revealed plans to torture Curly and then murder everybody.
Oh my God.
Good.
Coral kicked Williams in the chest multiple times and dragged Henley to the kitchen and placed his .22 caliber pistol against his stomach. Henley promised that if he released, he would assist in the torture and killing of the 2 others. Coral eventually agreed and freed him, and then Coral tied Williams and Curly to opposite sides of his torture board. Curly was on his stomach and Williams on her back. Henley began to huff more pain fumes while Coral made threats to look up and do things to Curly's anus.
Oh my God.
I like that they're just doing pain
fumes,
the entire time.
Of all the things to do, they're just paint fumes.
Yo, this dude was like, eat or be eaten, bro.
Fucking chill out, Steve-O.
Coral handed Henley a hunting knife and ordered him to cut away at the Williams' clothes. He ordered that he must torture and kill her, as he does the same to Curly. Williams proceeded to beg as Henley began to cut away her clothes, asking, "Are you really doing this? Why would you do this to me?" Stuff like that.
Because the dude who raped me a couple times told me to do it. Stockholm.
No, he raped the other guy.
Yeah.
Brooks was raped. Henley was never raped.
No. Yeah.
Oh, okay, right.
Yeah.
There's a lot of names.
Henley asked Coral if he could take Williams to a different room, but he was ignored. Sensing that this would be his time, Henley grabbed Coral's pistol and aimed it towards him and shouted that Coral has gone too far and that he murdered too many of his friends.
Oh my God.
Well, you fucking probably.
Coral approached Henley with some tough guy shit and dared him to shoot.
Bitch.
So Henley fired a round into his head, and he fucking survived.
How?
It did not penetrate his skull.
But still, like, was this dude just like hanging out afterwards? Like, oh yeah, I got a skin.
No, it hit him in the head, but he was fine mostly. So, not Coral. Henley fired 2 more shots. One hit him once in the left shoulder. The other one missed. Coral ran into the hallway where he collapsed, and Henley approached him and fired 3 more rounds into his body, which killed him.
Good.
Oh my goodness.
There's the closure I needed.
The psychological twist of this is Henley believed Coral will be proud of him for doing this.
What?
Well, because Coral trained him to be this tough guy, respond in a certain way, stuff like that.
And he was being kind of a dick.
So that's how he justified it. He released it to 2 other teenagers, and they decided to call the police.
Wow, why?
Conscience struck him.
He's like, well, something's not right.
When he called the police, Henley admitted to killing a man. Little police know that he also helped kill dozens of young men. Henley would admit that he personally shot 4 or 5 people. When police arrived, Henley admitted to his crime right away and assisted police before being read his Miranda rights. Henley would say that he killed Coral in self-defense, which is probably fair. However, he was also a mass murderer, which we'll get to, that he admitted to a lot of things to police.
Look, 911 operator. I know I killed a lot of people,
But
like,
I killed one very bad person.
this guy was coming at me.
Think about it. Do we talk about
This was Candyman?
the bad things that the guy who killed Hitler did? No.
Hitler killed Hitler.
This took a way left turn.
Yeah.
We've taken like 27
This
left
is the real.
turns.
This was the real
I'm
Candyman.
lost. We're in Centralia right now.
There's nothing here.
Police were initially skeptical of Henley's stories, believing that he murdered Coral after a drug-fueled night, which, paint fumes. It took Henley talking about 3 teenagers who were registered as missing to believe him. Police also searched Coral's van and found it to be pretty rapey, with ropes, wooden crates with holes in them that are big enough for people to store it in, rugs with stains and pegboards, and human hair was also found throughout the property.
The workers at the pet store always know what I mean when I say I need a cage for a big dog.
Henley was very helpful towards police in finding the bodies of the victims, taking them to the boat shed where police found children's bikes, containers of water, sacks of lime, and a plastic bag full of various teenage boys' clothing. Excavations soon took place where multiple bodies were found.
Oh, let me take you where all these kids' bodies are.
Well, Gary get fucked up.
Oh.
Yep.
Really? It fucking gets worse from here.
There's some descriptors here now.
Oh, God damn it.
So all bodies were found to be sodomized, and most had evidence of sexual torture.
Oh,
Some examples being chewed testicles,
Oh.
objects being... I haven't heard, didn't it?
Stunned. Yeah. Whoa.
Hold on, we'll get there. It gets worse.
Fucking.
Oh no.
Some had objects found in their rectums.
Oh, no.
There were urethras smashed.
Oh no. How do you smash? Oh.
Don't ask.
No.
I got curious. I googled. I'm not sleeping tonight. I think
I'm not gonna fucking Google smashed urethra either.
I believe that's the worst of it. So we can calm down now. Faces were taped. Tongues were cut.
Oh nope.
I don't think that's worse than a urethra smashed.
Can you imagine me trying to have a conversation with you on the tongue?
Well, it was.
You remember when Steve-O did the paper cut across the tongue?
Oh, okay, that's
Yeah,
worse.
see? You see what I'm saying?
Well,
I would sound like Alina.
what's fucked worth though? What I'm trying to say?
Is that the shot?
Okay.
Trying to get here is that they were cut in a way that they were kind of like behind the teeth.
So there's no way of talking.
Yeah, not all the bodies, but some of them had that. Like, I guess they were yelling or trying to make noise, so he just.
Oh.
I don't know. The two testicles seems like a bad thing, but
it's the smash urethra that gets me.
Yeah.
that also
see,
does not sound fun.
I've seen horror movies with the tongue missing, so I'm like a little desensitized to that. The smash urethra. I mean, oh.
No, the tongue, like cut off tongue, is the one thing that like.
I mean,
yeah.
that was considered corporal punishment with Egyptians. If you said something, if you lied, they would just.
Oh yeah.
And you would live, and you just like walk around the rest of your life not being able to talk. Like if you did something wrong, you'd swallow your own tongue.
Brooks would deny any involvement, but stated that he knew Coral raped and killed 2 youths in 1970. However, Henley gave a full written confession that connected himself and Brooks to the horrific crime spree and continued to lead police to locations of the bodies.
He just has random spots X'd on the beach.
On August 9th, Brooks would finally confess to being present for the murders, but denied being an accomplice. He would say that the murders and rapes did not bother him as he saw it too many times. Again, just desensitized to it. He was just like, okay, this is happening.
So he doesn't think he's an accomplice.
No.
He's like, oh, okay.
He would agree to help police find more bodies of the victims. At this point, police uncovered 27 known victims.
27.
Which is, at that time, the worst killing spree in America, surpassing John Coruna, who murdered 25 men in 1971 in California. These numbers would be surpassed shortly after by John Wayne Gacy with his 33 victims in 1978.
That goddamn clown would come up here somewhere.
Families would be incredibly critical of police who wrote off most of these victims as runaways when they were reported missing. Others were suggesting that the police were dismissive of complaints that in the reports of these youths being seen with Coral. As you know, these reports just kind of were just dismissed and went away. Henley would be convicted of 6 murders and sentenced to 6 concurrent 99-year term jail sentence. Brooks was sentenced to life. He appealed, however, it was dismissed, and he was told to fuck off. Henley is serving his time at Mark Stiles Unit in Jefferson County, Texas, and Brooks is serving his time at Terrell Unit near Rocharon, Texas. Henley will be eligible for parole in a couple years, 2025. While Brooks died of COVID-19 related symptoms on March 28, 2020 at the age of 65.
Get vaccinated.
Now, this was like the real Candyman, a serial killer with the name Candyman, but there were other themes related to the movies that came from elsewhere. As I said before, the famous Bloody Mary that we all knew as children can be easily seen. You know, Candyman, and I won't say it again because you guys are high and I fuck with one of you.
No, don't do it. I have to go to the bathroom, but I can't look in the mirror.
The Hook Man was a series of infamous stories from England where a man killed teenage lovers with his hook for a hand.
It wasn't just a clever name.
Yeah. There was also a murder in Chicago where the movies were based, where a woman called 911 saying that there was a man coming through her bathroom walls.
Was she just on acid?
No. This actually might sound strange. However, the apartment she lived in, it was built in a way where there were small pathways between apartment rooms for like repairmen and stuff like people like that to come through, which have easier access to things. So 2 days later, the apartment manager let police in, unlocked the door, and found her multiple gunshot wounds with nothing missing.
So there was like a pathway where people can go through to where people wanted to go into someone's apartment.
Corridors.
Yeah.
Little Scooby-Doos.
Yeah.
This is wild.
So it was a very strange thing. But if you remember from the movies, you see Candyman come through the walls and whatnot. Another theme that you see in these movies is the racial tensions between the African Americans and police.
Wow. Things have changed.
Oh, I was about to say my next sentence was going to be, remember that the last movie that came out with, it was still very prevalent.
Yeah, it was prominent.
Yeah. Chicago has a history of racial prejudice. There was an African American who was lynched just because someone mentioned that he assaulted a white woman.
Well, I mean, that's probably right.
By the way, fun fact, lynching only recently became a federal crime, like 2 years ago.
Yeah, it was like 2019 or something.
It was after that. It was after Biden came in. It was like 2021. It was on one of the Time Suck podcasts from Dan Cummins. He was talking about Emmett Tills, I think it was. Yeah.
We're not sponsored, but go listen to Time Suck by Dan Cummins.
Yeah, it's very good. World famous boxer Jack Johnson was almost hung just because he dated a white woman.
That was a crazy time.
I remember that one.
Yeah, Jack Johnson wasn't the greatest person towards women, but yeah,
Hell of a boxer.
well, you first hear he was dating a white woman and it was like, ooh, like that's kind of fucked. It turns out when she was pregnant, he like beat the shit out of her and left her at a hospital to die. So
Oh my God.
there's a side story there with Jack Johnson. I don't know if the lynching was or the lynching was before or after that, but
Yeah.
that's
Is
a little
None of it's
anecdote.
good. None of
Is
it's
that a
good.
future reject?
It's possible. I was
I
looking
hope
into
not.
it. I'm like, yeah, I might do like fuck, please don't.
Okay.
And the area that was picked for Candyman had an employment rate less of 10%, which of course, poor area police were known to respond only if they really had nothing else to do.
It was a ghetto.
Yeah, it made ghettos look nice.
To where, like, if somebody called, they really didn't take it seriously.
Oh wait, what year are we in? Like
70s.
70?
Yeah.
It's a Chicago ghetto.
I do want to touch base on this after you finish.
I have like two more things, and then you can go right ahead. One, I already said about this next stuff about racial tension, so I have to go over that again. But when they went to go film the movies, like the original movie, they did not really have to do much as far as like setup for like sets because the place just looked like shit already, like the whole neighborhood and all that. Not trying to talk down on the area, but I guess when they erected the Sears Tower, it left a lot of people in that neighboring area just in complete poverty. And when they tried to like protest, police did not respond well.
No, I 1,000% believe that.
That movie we watched, Detroit, was crazy.
Oh yeah,
And it was during the same time period, wasn't it?
yeah, it was. Yeah, in Detroit.
Just a wild place.
One last little bit of inspiration for these movies was the biblical story of Samson from the Book of Judges. He took a wife of a different race, and they hunted him for it, which for some reason led to him slaying a lion. I don't know, religion.
That got me there.
But there was a lot in that story of Samson that involved bees. And as you see in the movies, there's a lot of bees and bee stings and whatnot. I forget which movie it was, but the one actor was paid like so much money for a bee sting.
Yeah.
And it was ended up being sold like 27 times.
Bees!
Not the bees! But yeah, there's a lot of like different plot lines from different things in history and whatnot and folklore that came in and cemented the Candyman movies.
Influenced it.
Influence, yeah, not cemented.
Okay. So if you look at the time period, this is during the 70s, right?
Yeah, 70s.
I love how people are saying that people from this generation and the generations before us were all fucked, right? But the people that were born in the 50s were natural born serial killers in the 70s. I'm just saying, you have your
boomers.
You have your Ted Bundys, your John Wayne Gacy's, Dahmers, your
Ramirez,
the Night Stalker.
Yep, Ramirez. You have your Son of Sam, which was David Berkowitz.
The Highway Killer.
You had
Ted Krasinski,
Marilyn Manson,
Unabomber.
Yeah, all these people.
Was that in the 70s? I think that was later. I think that was like 83.
But I'm saying they were all 70s and 80s that these murders were committed between the 70s and the 80s. All right, these were all people that were born.
Make serial killing great again.
Stop it. But I'm just saying, like, people are sitting there saying, like, I just want to say that when someone says that they were drinking the water, all right, there's that old term, they were drinking the water when people got pregnant. Oh, there must be something in the water. Literally, California area, you had all those people. You had the Mansons. Yep, Zodiac Killer. You had the Night Stalker, Richard Ramirez. You had all these people that were born in the 40s and early 50s. And they all were raised to be serial killers.
Psychopaths.
Yes. So I'm thinking that there was a point in time where in the 50s,
boomers are just out of their goddamn mind. We've established this.
Where drugs became a thing. To where it was like it wasn't just like
that was like late 60s. Drugs began to really
like but your cocaine became popular.
Wasn't cocaine a little after that?
Cocaine was
like 70s,
80s. Crack was like the 80s.
But drugs became a thing, like it became popular. But what if there were people like before then and they were doing recreational freebasing? that created these people. I'm not just saying that. I'm just saying, like, if you notice all the crazy serial killers and everybody talks about today are from that era.
I don't think they all did hard drugs.
No, but I'm saying what happened during that time period where serial killers were born.
The FBI had less ways to capture people. DNA wasn't that prevalent. Easier to get away with murder.
But how many compared to today?
The FBI thinks there's like 50 serial killers out there right now.
To be fair, there's a homicide in Pottsville that we still can't figure out.
Yeah.
Later.
Oh yeah.
What is it that, yeah, there's like, what, 12 people now?
Oh, I think it's about two different things because he just thinks those are murders.
Oh.
No,
What
there's.
highway is
You're
that?
thinking of Sharp Mountain.
Sharp, yep.
Yeah, Shark Mountain's a totally different thing. There were 2 kids found murdered in New Philly.
Yeah, they were stabbed. Stabbed and.
Oh, I'm talking
Did
about
they
Sharp
actually
Mountain.
like release what happened?
They said
it was homicide, and that's all I saw.
It's being investigated for a homicide, and I saw just before we started this that I guess one of the families started to GoFundMe and said that again, this is a family claiming that the kid was murdered. So.
Because they can't believe that the kid will go missing that long in that.
No, they were
if there's-
found like off a road and.
Yeah, no, they have the bodies.
Yeah, but I'm saying like for long, like there's a lot of people to say
It's not like the kid to just take off.
well, a lot of people before
Yeah.
the bodies are found, they would say that their kids were murdered. That it's not like their kids are run off.
Oh no, they were only missing for like less than a day, like less
Yeah,
than
it
12
was like
hours.
2 days.
They reported missing like that night, and then like 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning they were found, and then because they were found like 4 o'clock in the morning. The coroner came out like 6 in the morning and pronounced them dead on the scene.
I'll be real mad if this isn't recording.
Boom.
Well, it is. I've been listening to a lot of podcasts where like Alaskan, like Native Americans, I don't know if you guys ever like heard them before, to where all these little like younger Alaskan Native girls would go missing and the police wouldn't even bat their eyes because it was on the reservoir or something would happen. These girls would go missing. There's like a whole slew of these things. And people were like, I know my she was murdered. She had to be. And
It's just common among Native tribes.
that's what I'm saying. Like, but in
That's
Alaska,
the place to do it, really.
it's worse. Like there's this whole thing. Like there's a whole string of things, people missing, and no one was paying attention. No one bat an eye. They'd be like, "Listen, it's not like my daughter. Oh, she probably ran away." Teenagers these days, and then you find these girls. A lot of times you see these things that you don't.
Sharp Mountain,
You
calling it.
Mine shafts, calling it.
Hey, we're gonna have some of the families on here and talk about it.
I mean,
That's
if any
what we
people
were-
know of these things, like our listeners, like a lot of things.
Well, that's what I just said. The families are coming onto this show.
Hey, can we talk about when your kid's probably dead?
No, they want to do it. They're the ones that want to talk about it. Yeah, I gotta cut that out. I
Mark
gotta
that
cut-
time.
I
There's
gotta
so
cut a
much.
bunch of shit out of this out because you two.
No. But I'm saying,
Let's
a lot
leave
of-
Billy drink flat. Let's see how dark you can get.
So let's get to our conclusion while we're ahead of this train.
choo-choo.
That's gonna do it for here. Us here at the Full Sand Rejects. We really, really hope you enjoyed today's episode
Oh, I so hope.
because I have so much stress right now about this and editing this after not wanting to. So please, and if you like it, continue to listen to us. We have other episodes that come out weekly. You can follow us on our social media for further episodes. Next week, we'll be covering Jeepers Creepers, the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, and Halloween, the inspiration behind all 3 of those movies. Until then, live your best life and full send it.
Full
Fucking
fucking
send
send
it.
it.